And I think we can get started.
Welcome to the semifinals of the World Tournament, the ICC Men's Tournament from Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada. At Fairlanes, Paul Grant, Dan Castle, Greg Gouillart on Canopin Bowling Network. It's an all-Canadian semifinal on this right side. Kingswood Bulletproof stunned by triple digits over Outlaw Rides. They're in the semifinals against the number one seed who got a two-round bye, Matt Harnetts. A-plus accounting, three-string format. All that matters is total pinfall after three. If they tie, we do a one-string roll-off until somebody wins. The winner of this match plays the winner of Fenway Academy and Able Construction, who held off Academy Lanes in a thriller right down to the last box. Able Construction winning that match. We'll give you information on it as soon as we get a chance. Greg Gouillart on the technology and the score cam. Executive producer of Canopin Bowling Network is Bob Lee, as we're angled to lanes 17 and 18. Finals will be on lanes 13 and 14 next. Devin Brooks on the left for Kingswood Bulletproof. Nate LeBlanc for A-plus accounting on the right in the blue shirt. Good shot, he got it. Spare to start the semifinals. 129 league bowler Nate LeBlanc, 141 his best season inning average. Has a spare for Devin Brooks. Great way to start the semifinals on Canopin Bowling Network. Please share with your friends and family. Get them out to bowl. Canopin Bowling, nothing like it. Welcome, Mr. Greg Gouillart.
Thanks so much, Paul, and apologies, folks. We wish the angle was better. It is what it is. The pairs of lanes are 9 and 10 and 17, 18.
We're expected to be on 13 and 14, but it got shifted over last minute, so here we are. Bonus is 8 and 4. 18 to 14. LeBlanc 18, Brooks 14. Semifinals underway. For another one, he's got it. 2 in a row to start the match. Nate LeBlanc, no surprise, 28 in the ball through 2 in the first of 3. Good bid there on the eagle for Brooks. Devin having a 117 average, his best of his career. 173 high, single high, triple, 421 for Kingswood Bulletproof. And that is a great shot, a 10 bucks on a spread eagle, which goes about 1 every 5 bowlers without wood. All stats today provided by Canopin Bowling Network. 24 through 2, 4-pin lead plus a ball for A-plus accounting in the first of 3.
Thanks, Bob.
Here's Blake Ducet for A-plus. Thin hit there. Travis Wallace for Kingswood Bulletproof. 1, wiggling 3, 8 and back left. Wood in front, wood in back. Good second ball. Triangle is the 4-7-8 for Blake. 118 league bowler, 124 his best season. Shot won't go for the spare to the 8 for Wallace. Blake has a high single of 202 as he gets an 8 to start his match. He has a high triple of 462, a high 5 of 704 out of Avon Valley Lanes in Windsor, Nova Scotia. Travis, wait for the wood to stop by Canopin Bowling rules. Must not release the ball until it comes to a complete standstill. Travis from Fredericton, New Brunswick. 29 years young, gets a 10 to start his match. 36-34 plus a ball for A-plus accounting early in the first of 3 strings semifinal. Winner takes on Fenway Academy, the number 1 seed, or number 3 seed, Able Construction. Able Construction, the 3rd seed, a thriller over Academy Lanes. The defending champs, Academy Lanes, dethroned. There's a strike for Ducet. 18 plus 2 through 2. And a clipped wing eagle for Travis Wallace. Blake Ducet bowling for 20 plus years.
Careful, careful. There we go.
Trying to go 2 and a 3. Got the 2 somehow. The 3.
Whoa.
That wood somehow sneaks behind the 6 and 10. That looked good, didn't it?
Didn't it just? Come on, frames. Don't fail me now.
Travis, a 121 league bowler. High single, 181. High triple, 469. High 5, 668. Gets a 10. 2 10s to start his match. Matt McPhee in the third spot for A+ Accounting. Sean Duthright in the third spot for Kingswood Bulletproof. He's been dynamic all week. Left-handed McPhee, strike bid 9. Wood goes right past the single pin. Sean with an AU, Duthright. 4 swim plus the 9 behind the 3. Quiet here.
Right on cue.
Spare.
Nice shot.
Matt McPhee, 10 on the ball to start his first of 3. Duthright missed right, leaving up the 1 and 3. Sean in his 29th year of Candlepin bowling. His grandfather was a bowler. $8. Sean a 189 high single with a 122 average, 463 high triple, and a high 5 of 687. At his home house here at Fairlanes in Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada. At the World Championships, the ICC men's semifinals on Candlepin Bowling Network.
Greg, if you were a question, are these both Canadian teams? Why, yes, they are.
McPhee, a check mark on the spare, 16 through 1. Crossing over is Duthright, 3-6 spare chance, a guide to the left.
There are actually only 9 out of 24 teams were Canadian, but 3 of them have made the semis.
Fenway Academy, the only team from the States. Number 1 seed bowling right now against Able Construction. We'll give you updates throughout the match. Spare on the check mark. Unchecked it. Back-to-back spares for McPhee. Matt's 26 in the ball through 2. Duthright can't convert. Dan Castle will call the middle string today. I'll be back to the third string after that. Duthright a 9. Sean 17 through 2. An early double-digit lead for A+ Accounting, 72-61 by 11. The 3 yellow marks you can see under the total screen in the blue column shows they have 3 marks. Nothing for Kingswood Bulletproof.
So that 11-pin lead is likely to balloon, but it's very early days. Total pinfall is the only thing that matters.
And it was the opposite for Kingswood Bulletproof the first 2 rounds, last night and this morning. The earlier broadcast against Outlaw Rides, watch it on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. And recently got a 214. Here's Jerry Dunn for A+ Accounting in the 4th spot. Justin Jones, veteran bowler. And he gets a strike. So officially, he's been bowling since 1988. He is 48 years old. After his wisecracking roommates put down he was 59 to tease him. Nice shot, spare. Jerry gets it done in the first box. 10 of the ball.
Ha-ha.
Thought it was a strike.
It was just a prank, bro.
Yeah.
4 marks up for A+ Accounting. A great recovery. It was only 3 pins taken out. Scores are correct as you see it.
Okay. So each 10 plus bonuses. So spare for Jones, strike. Strike for Jones, spare for Dunn. Jerry has a 206 also and a 209 in his illustrious career. 120 league bowler, 132 his best ever season ended average. A high triple of 480 and a high 5 of 715 out of Bible Hill Bowlercade in Nova Scotia, Canada. Used the lighter 2.6 Cobra bowling balls and bowling in over 40 years. Started in the YBC Youth Bowling Tournament, the league rather. Left-hander goes right, takes down 5, 15 through 1, 1, 4, 7, 9, 10.
Just increase the volume. You're good, Paul. No, not you, Paul.
Jones, 3, 6, 4. First
Now,
ball on the strike.
Now, interestingly, they're going to score that. Was that a spare, or have they made it?
I thought it was a spare. It's hard to see. We're way back here on the left.
Yeah.
The scoreboard's hard to read from here. It's a little better than other scoreboards we've seen here. It's manual written.
Yep. Well, spare 7 is the score. We apologize if that's our error.
So it's 17 through 1.
There was a triangle on the board. I saw that coming. It was a spare for Jones.
Yeah, I thought it was, yeah, because he threw a second ball. I couldn't see, maybe, you know, we can't see that corner pin sometimes from our vantage point, that 7 pin. And you get that, that ball racket blocking our view. So we thought we were going to be on 13 and 14, but they pushed us last minute to 17, 18, which makes it a little more challenging. But we got it under wraps now. 3 marks to none for A+ Accounting in the lead right now.
$9 for Kingswood and $7 for A+ Accounting. For Justin Jones and Jerry Dunn.
All right, so lead is 7 right now for A+ Accounting. 3 marks to none in their favor. 94-87 in the first of 3. Semifinal action live on Candlepin Bowling Network. And here is the anchor bowler, Matt Harnett. He starts off with a 1-9 leave. Corey Smith.
I'm getting good at reading these overhead projector hieroglyphics. All scores look correct.
He's got the 7 left, the 10 right on the goalpost. Missed inside. And he'll take 1. Couldn't get to the 10. 10 for Matt Harnett. Corey Smith gets to 10 also. 7-pin lead for A+ Accounting. Again, 3 marks to none early in the first. Matt from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. 123 league bowler, 132. Its best ever season ending average. High single 189, high triple 492. Bowls of the Heather Lanes in Lower Sackville. Strike! All fired up. 20 plus 2 through 2. No question about that one. Triangle 6-9-10 for Corey Smith.
What are we doing, Paul? Be very careful. Step ladders can yank wires in a hurry if you're not careful.
All right. Gotta move over right to see that pin in the corner.
Yep, that's right. 6, 9, 10. 10 bumps off the wall. That 9 got a big knock. No spare for Smith.
All right, now I get the vantage view now of the 7 pin in the corner.
Yeah, we have it just on our camera. It is obscured by the ball return the way it is. 10 box. And a score update coming up now. Here you see a mark stacking up for A+ Accounting in a jiffy. 7 marks to 2. And we're about to see those counted off now for almost the entirety of the lineup.
Top of the order. 4 marks to none for A+. Nate LeBlanc now on the left. Devin Brooks on the right. Nate from Clare, Nova Scotia, Canada. 129 average, 141 his best season. High single 191, high triple 491. 199 high single, high triple 491, high 5 751. His high 10, a very impressive 1486. In his 40th year of Candlepin bowling. Brooks on the crossover. What they call in Canada, we call the hay bale. It's called the bucket up here in Canada, we're just told. Triangle for Nathan LeBlanc. Nate LeBlanc, 3-5-6.
35 through 2 on the fill.
His father owned, Nate LeBlanc's father owned a bowling lane for 27 years. Nice bid, wrapped around the 6. Acadian bowling lanes he owned. Way right goes Brooks. 32 through 3. 9 for LeBlanc, 44 through 3. 15-pin lead for A+ Accounting early in the first of 3. Semifinal action on Candlepin Bowling Network. Brooks on lane 18, 4-2 split.
I've seen a lot of those Chester Cove specials.
3-4 split. Spread eagle plus to 9 for LeBlanc. Won the World Singles title in 2011. 4-time World Championship winner also in 2006, 9, 12, and 14. and 2012 mixed world champion as well. He's got a 4-2 split. Chops up 1 for an 8. Devin, tough stretch there. 8, 40 through 4 with the mark. And a rare 7 for Nate LeBlanc. 51 through 4. 14-pin lead for A+ Accounting. 3 marks to none in their favor.
Tough to pin out of that split for LeBlanc. He's hit the head pin every single time.
Travis Wallace for Kingswood Bulletproof on the right. The tall right-hander in the green shirt. Pair of 10s to start. Blake Ducet's on a strike. 18 plus 2 through 2. 5 middle, 4-7 left for Wallace. For a double off the wall, look good. Only 6, make it 7. 7, 8, 10. 2 pieces on the deck. First ball on the strike. That'll put the lead into the 20s with 2 more balls on the board for his team.
Oh, yeah, we haven't seen the full extent of this lead yet.
With the wood. Oh, I got it! Wow, what a shot! How about that? Unbelievable spare for Travis Wallace. 30 to ball through 3. 7-8 left up for Ducet on the strike. 8, 26 through 2. A fabulous shot by Travis.
To negate the advantage somewhat. By how much it remains to be seen.
Ducet will take a 9, 35 through 3 for Blake. 2 marks to 1 for A+ Accounting. They have a 21-pin lead in the first of 3. Semifinal action. The winner takes on the winner of Able Construction, who won a tight one down the stretch against Academy Lanes, defending champs. So it'll be Able Construction or the #1 seed Fenway Academy next, live on Candlepin Bowling Networks. Make sure you follow us, like us, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Candlepin Bowling Network. Sean Duthright, 8, 9 for Matt McPhee.
No. This is box 4. This is correct. 8 fill for Travis Wallace.
I'm on the wrong box. My fault.
There we go.
So Wallace 38 through 3. Ducet still on lane 18.
Sorry to tut you there. I just trying to grapple.
I'm having a hard time seeing the angle. I'm trying to watch the monitor and the action. The scoreboard's hard to read too, so a lot of challenges here, but we'll get through it. Spare.
Yes.
So Ducet 45 in a ball through 4, second mark.
1 more for the seat.
That's a 10 for Travis, 48 through 4. Now, Sean Duthright and Matt McPhee coming up. The lead is 13, a baker's dozen for A+ Accounting. The hits are 3 to none for A+. And 1 coming up here for Matt McPhee. Spare 6 and a spare to start. Sean Duthright just 17, his first 2. He has been terrific all week.
These pins are going to mix for Duthright, and he's got 1 left. It's the 5.
Check mark plus the 6-10. On the spare for Matt McPhee, 4 after a spare 6, 30 through 2. Now it's 2 marks to none for A+. Spare. Duthright, 27 the ball through 3 for Kingswood Bulletproof. Bulletproof is a software company here in Canada. Kingswood, obviously the lanes. Kingswood has won 3 world championships.
Kingswood in Fredericton, New Brunswick.
Mac McPhee with an 8, or is that a 7? It's a 7, Greg.
Thank you.
Again, we're having trouble with that corner left pin for our angle way over here on the left. Finals next, right in front of us on 13 and 14. McPhee 37 through 3, lead is 14 for A+.
I got to watch the monitor. That's my key thing. Outpost unless, nope.
Coming back for the 1-3. Is Duthright, and more falling down. 1 on the 8 for Matt.
Probably going to be more focused on the pins than usual for this one.
186 high single for Matt McPhee, 463 in the world's finals, high triple, high 5.728. Ducet can't get to the 7. But McPhee gets the 1-8 to go for a spare. 47 in the ball through 4 in the first of 3 in the semifinal match. A+3 marks right now to
None still.
none.
Keep filling one and putting another one up. That's going to pile up.
This is kind of what Kingswood Bulletproof is doing to their first 2 opponents last night and this morning.
Kingswood had a lot of friends and family here all through the week, the local boys.
10 for Ducet, 44 through 4. 4 is a wild for Sean.
Well, I say local, but Fredericton and Moncton are 2 hours apart. And here we sit in Moncton, New Brunswick. Fairlanes Bowling Center.
7-pin lead for A+ Accounting. 3 marks to none in their favor.
I've said it a million times, and I'll say it again. The hospitality second to none from
Yes,
all the staff.
Yes, it has been. Justin Jones, look at this leaf. Wow.
Not surprised, but very pleased.
A check mark plus the 6-10. Jerry Dunn drills 8. 8 is on the left, 5 is on the right.
So that's how he got that 213. What a hit.
214 officially.
Even if it didn't hammer that time.
Jones chops out 1.
Ooh, wrong pin to take.
Dunn can't get it to go. And nice out. That'll be a 9, maybe a 10. It's 10.
Yeah, that might matter.
Every pin counts. You just never know. Matching 10s. Dunn 32 through 3. Jones 36 through 3. Now one team lost to getting into the playoffs by 1 pin because they tied a string. If they won that string by 1 pin, they would have been in the playoffs. You just never know in this wacky game. Happened to the U.S. Invitational in 2021. Team lost a tiebreaker by 1 pin. You just got to get all your pins whenever you can. You just never know what it can come down to. 8 drop there. 4-7 spare chance for JJ. Jerry Dunn goes left. He takes out the 6-10. And the 3 trying to go into the 1.
Tip. Over. Somehow.
You can throw the ball with a wobbling pin, but not with the wood moving on the deck by rule. Spare. Justin Jones, 46 in the ball through 4. Second mark of the first. Dunn matches his second mark, 42 in the ball through 4. Kingswood still up by 7 pins. Corey Smith for Kingswood on the right, Matt Harnett on the left for A+ Accounting. Matt bowling since he was 5 years old. 189 high single, high triple, 492. Smith, 5-2 split. Harnett's on a strike. He'll take 8. 4 left, 8 right on lane 17 here at Fairlanes in Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada at the Men's ICC World Championship semifinals on Candlepin Bowling Network. Smith trying to work out of it. Good bit on the object. Triangle, 4-7-8 plus the 10. Harnett missed right. 9 in the strike, though. 29 through 2. Bumps lead up from 7 to 16. They'll take an 8. Corey, 28 through 3. Matt Harnett, a 9, 38 through 3.
Mark situation in the early going. Let's take a look here. It's 10 marks to 5 in favor of A+ Accounting.
Corey Smith won 3 world titles with this team. Kingswood Bulletproof now, 3-time world champion 2015, 17, 19. They won the last 3 worlds here in Canada. None in 2021 due to COVID. Since we had the U.S. Invitational instead, 2021 at Leda Lanes, Nash, New Hampshire. 7-10 split for Smith. Harnett, back in the head pin. Wobble on the 4 left, 2 to the right. 17 pin lead for A+ accounting. Just missed the 10. Good try.
Ball? No.
Harnett, spare. 48 in the ball through 4 here in the first of 3. A+ has 4 marks on the board to 1. Move that ball out of the channel. We'll give you an update on Fenway Academy and Able Construction, the other semifinal. After this string. Dan will try to get an update as well during the match. And he'll call, Dan Castle will call the second string. All right, I'll be back for the third string also. There's 9 for Corey Smith. That'll put him at 40. Make that 37 through 4. And we go back to the top of the order. Paul Grant, Dan Castle, Greg Gouillart on Canopy Bowling Network. The semifinals, the men's world tournament, the ICC men's team championships from Fairlanes and Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada. Top of the order, strike bid 9. Nate LeBlanc. 199 high single, high triple 491, high 5751. There's a strike for Devin Brooks. 50 plus 2 through 5. Spare for LeBlanc. 61.5 plus 1. 5 bowlers for A+ accounting, all on marks. 2 for Kingswood Bulletproof. Devin won the AYB national teams and mixed competitions in the past. That's youth tournament, the AYB. He takes a strike. Looked like a 2-2 split. LeBlanc gets a strike on spare. 71.5, 81 plus 2 through 6. Wow. Brooks first ball on the strike, 7, 1, 2, 4. Spare chance. The 3 pinners, like 2 pinners, go about 51% of the time without wood. Stats provided by Candlepin Bowling Network.
All scores confirmed through 4 boxes. Scores on your screen are otherwise unofficial.
Oh, too bad there. Hit the 1 pin, but couldn't get to the 2-4.
58.5.
He gets a 9. 67 through 6 in the first of 3 strings in the semifinal. A+ accounting up 21, 5 marks to 1 in their favor. 1 string does not matter. It's all that matters is after 3 strings, you're on the winning side even by 1 pin. That's all it takes. Overtime, 1 string, full string if we tie after 3. And keep going until someone wins. Blake Ducet. 7 that first ball on the spare, 52.5.
Got that. Will do.
Thanks, Greg. 48 through 4 for Travis. Trying to push some more down as the 1-5 sent to Worcester, the 9 back right. 3 pieces on the deck to deal with. Travis, good bid. Will it go? No. Couldn't get to the king.
Oh, that was Blake Ducet's try.
Blake missed right. He's up the 1-5.
No, that's backwards. Travis Wallace, that was the missed crack there.
I'm sorry. That was Travis Wallace, my mistake. I just clicked the wrong sheet.
Blake's wearing the green pants, but that's not the team uniform.
10 for Ducet, 10 for Wallace.
I think the sartorial choices by all these bowlers have been fantastic. 2 requests, names on the back and less gray.
62 for Ducet, halfway through the first. Travis Wallace, 58.5. 28 pin lead for A+ accounting. I believe that's the biggest lead, Greg, right now.
Yeah. But
strike bid. It goes. Blake Ducet, another mark. His 3rd one. 72 plus 2 through 6. Wallace for a strike. It's 8. 4 on the 7.
Not how you look on this end. It's how the pins look on the other end. That's a great shot by Blake Ducet.
Once again, A+, all 5 bowlers on the board with marks.
Ducet sits on another mark. consistent with what you're saying, Paul. My name's Greg Gouillart. We're alongside Dan Castle, our executive producer, Bob Lee, remotely helping out.
There it goes. Spare for Wallace. 68 in the ball through 6. Balls are starting to heat up here. Right around the halfway point of the first of 3. Candlepins for Cancer is a 501c3 bowlers charity. Candlepin Bowlers helping Candlepin Bowlers going through cancer treatments. You can donate anytime via Venmo, 24/7. Candlepinsforcancer.com. That's candlepins number 4, cancer.com. You can also mail a check. The address is on the website, candlepins number 4, cancer.com. Women's qualifiers coming up. Riverwalk Lanes, Amesbury, Mass. End of November and December. Men's at Butwell's in Concord, New Hampshire in January. Registration will take effect on candlepins number 4, cancer.com to bowl and or to donate. Back to live action. Matt McPhee on a spare. 7.
That's 1 pin left standing for Sean Duthright. Sorry, ball returns there. It's the best I could do with that angle.
54 through 4. Duthright, the 7 pin. Right in the middle. For a spare. No. Missed right. Want to go left.
Yeah, that left piece of wood, although it's tough to access without dropping into the channel.
Tom will take McPhee rather will take a 9, 63 half. That'll be a 9 also for Duthright. Sean, 53 through 5. 4 marks to 2 for A+ accounting up 35 here in the first.
Impossible challenge. Let an American remark about the go a few hours without mentioning flat gutters. Every other. Yeah, ball could have dropped into the gutter there.
McPhee looking for his 5th world championship. Won a singles title in 2010. 5-7. From our vantage point, we're way back here to the left, having a hard time with some of the angles, but looks like 5-7 from here. Half Worcester for Duthright, and he got a spare. McPhee, 73 in the ball through 6. Good bid for Duthright, turning around. 9 wiggles and wobbles, holds up with a 10. Duthright got it to go, spare. 63 in the ball through 6 for Kingswood Bulletproof. Now Jerry Dunn up on the right.
Nope, 10 box. 10 box.
Sorry.
We'll get that right.
All right, there we go.
Take the smudge off the board.
Take that spare off the board, 63 with the 10 box.
Just leave all of A+ as it smudges up.
So 5 marks to 2 for A+.
Firing on all turbines.
On the head pin. Got 2 more to go. 3 more to go. Got a break. 6 pin for another mark. Spare 9. 51 through 4. Justin Jones in the bonus for Kingswood. He gets 6. 52 through 4. 2 great bowlers side by side. The whole team, for that matter, obviously, in the semifinals. For another one. Bang! Jerry Dunn at it again. 61 half plus 1. Jones missed right. And that is a Paul Grant special. Missed the second shot completely, making the third. 10, 62 half. How many bowlers can say they have 3 200s? There are several, obviously, but Jerry Dunn is one of 3. 206, 209, and earlier this year, recently, 214. With a high triple of 480 he has, and a high 5 of 715.
Sorry, I said 213 in that case. I said 211 the day before. 214.
That's okay. Left-hander off to the right. 6, 1. I can't see if maybe it looks like a 1, 2, 4. Is that 1, 2, 4?
Yep, that's it.
8.
6 down, 4 to go. So 6 fill on the spare.
Strike bid. He got it. Justin Jones, 72 plus 2 through 6 for Kingswood. Down in the match right now.
5 most recent 200s. I'll get to that later. Spare try first.
Jerry Dunn got it.
There we go. So we had, I think Mike Machichi was before Mike Solona in the 200 department. Then we had, I believe Pete Crawford came before Jerry Dunn chronologically. And then, of course, Calvin Locke just this past Monday, 206.
Matt Harnett on a spare, 48 in the ball through 4 for A+, up 44 in the match in his first of 3.
Yeah.
Perfect shot, spread eagle, 52 through 4. Corey Smith looking for his first mark for Kingswood Bulletproof.
Yeah, Calvin's had a few pages ripped out of the end of the fairy tale, but he's had a great week in Worlds overall.
He gets a strike. 47 half plus 2. Harnett, 3 right, 2-4-7 left. Harnett, 2 for an 8, 60 half. The winner of this match takes on the winner of Fenway Academy, the number 1 seed, or the number 3 seed, Able Construction. Live next on Candlepin Bowling Network. Catch the rebroadcast of all these matches throughout the week, and all matches, semi-pro and pro, on YouTube on Candlepin Bowling Network. Hit the subscribe button as well. Matt Harnett back in the pocket, 6. Another split, 2-4-7 and the 10.
Kingswood layered on double strikes last match. Can they start this going here?
I don't think I heard you, Greg. 4-7-8. Yeah, 4 double strikes last match. I think it was
4 double strikes
right.
last match. It was, I believe it was Travis Wallace who had 2 of them.
Yep.
It was out of the 2 spot.
Yep. Harnett, good bid. Can't reach the 10. Smith for a spare. No.
Oh, 7 pin.
19 bucks though in the strike. 9 on the fill. 56 half. Cuts to 37 in the match. We're down 4 marks to 2. Matt joints it for a 9, 69 through 6.
Then we'll do a score check. Smith gets this remaining pin for a 10 box and a 66 through 6. Up to the top of the order. And we see here that it's 36 pins plus 2 extra knocks for A+ accounting. Current early going. Here's Nate LeBlanc alongside Devin Brooks. Nate LeBlanc is off to the hottest start, I would say.
81 plus 2 through 6. Devin Brooks 67 through 6 on the right for Kingswood Bulletproof. Back on the head pick. He gets 8. 3 right, 5 left. Strike ball for LeBlanc. 7, 8. 2 left,
keep on
6
mixing.
right.
There we go. Not the best leave ever, but got sticks on the strike.
Go inside that 2 pin to the right of the 2 pin on the left. You could go also that 6 pin on the right and try to twirl that wood around. Here's a spare for Brooks. 7's a wild. 77 the ball through 7. LeBlanc for a spare and strike. Got the single pin, not the wood. But another 9 fill and a strike. 90 through 6. Nails it for a 10. 100 through 7. Another fine performance for Nate LeBlanc.
$45 pins. Unless bonuses fizzle, that should hold.
The marks are even, 3 apiece. Devin Brooks on one right now on lane 18 here in Moncton at Fairlanes at the World Championships ICC Men's Semifinals. Just missed the pocket right, but it comes back to the head pin. 2-4-7-9. 6 on the spare. 83 through 7. LeBlanc a half Wester. 2 in the 8. 1 in 5 odds and these for the average professional bowler. Stats by Kent Bowling Network without wood. 39 pin lead for A+ accounting. Brooks, good bid. Wood rolling slow to 7. Will it get there? Not quite. Good second ball. And it ends up with a 7, 9, 10 lead for Nate LeBlanc.
You get rewarded for your working balls here at Fairlanes, Moncton, New Brunswick. Just dig it in there and watch the pins zip together.
Nate in his 40th year of Candlepin bowling. His father, again, owned the lanes for 27 years.
Almost as if the pins were literally strung together, but we wouldn't dare attach strings to these pins.
Brooks gets the 10, 93 through 8 in the first of 3 on Candlepin Bowling Network. LeBlanc, nice out, 9, 109 through 8. This holiday season, all season long, please consider Candlepin gift cards. It's a great stocking stuffer, but it's a good gift all year round for any occasion. Birthdays, anniversaries, Father's Day, Mother's Day, graduations, any occasion. Think Candlepin gift cards, support your local bowling centers, invest in Candlepin Bowling, the gift that keeps on giving. Candlepin gift cards this holiday season and all season long.
I'm showing chat's clamoring. I've taken a pin off the board for Matt McPhee. He's just been adjusted +1 to 74 in a ball through 6, and I will confirm as soon as possible. Thank you, everyone.
Scores your screen are unofficial. Thank you, folks, for your input. We appreciate it. That's how we get it better. We're way back here. The scoreboard is way to our right. We're way back here in the left corner.
Also, thank you for your patience if I can't get to the thing straight away. Don't pity us. It's information overload, but we love the grind.
Travis Wallace, 4 in the fill, 72 through 6. Blake Ducet in a strike. He got a double! 92 plus bonus balls.
On an odd number frame. What are you doing, bud? What a hammer.
Kingswood say, wait a minute, we're supposed to get the double strikes like last match. That green bar you see is a double strike. Good spare chance there, almost spare bit I should say.
That's right, Paul. The yellow blot turned to green on your screen between total and game for A+ accounting indicate 2 marks really out of that player slot. Number 2, Blake Ducet.
Now if it's a triple strike, does it go red?
Nuh-uh.
Green light special, 10 for Travis, 82 through 7. Won the 2022 Mixed Internationals with his sister Miranda Wallace at the 1710 Sports Center. It's available on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube.
And if you get a quadruple strike, my stream crashes.
Don't say that.
There's plenty of wood around, don't worry, including all over the lanes, you know. Nice wooden lanes, old school.
On lanes 17 18, finals on 13 and 14 directly in front of us.
Thank goodness.
Tell me about it.
Oops, that's not right.
Strike again! Wow! Thunderous shot! Crush the pins!
That's a triple strike. That's how it should look.
3 strikes in a row, the turkey! Wow!
Well, I see that $55 bonus. Does he get any piece of that? It's dangling over lanes 13 and 14.
122 through 8 plus bonus balls. Blake Ducet on fire here in Moncton.
Hey, now you got 3 spins of the wheel at the front desk as well for a smaller jackpot too.
That's a good bid for the spare.
That's a good league incentive idea.
Good thing we're not paying. We have to walk home to Massachusetts.
In case my boss is hearing this,
Have to wash dishes for a month. What a performance by Blake Ducet, a triple strike on Candlepin Bowling Network in the World Semifinals. Travis at 10, 92 through 8. And A+ accounting is doing what Kingswood did the last 2 matches to their opponents.
Blake Ducet did save one for the seat after all.
The lead is 65. They got a triple strike, 2 spares to 1 spare for Kingswood.
So that's why Blake Ducet won the singles. What a legend.
Strike! Sean Duthright back at it again, 73 plus 2 through 7. Matt McPhee, 7 in the spare.
74 in a ball through 6, thank you.
Okay. Oreo cookie, got the cream in the middle, left the wafers on the outside. Now, Greg, it's late enough now, early afternoon now. You can eat an Oreo cookie now, right?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, 81 through 6. I did actually put the fill on the board.
Okay.
That's better.
81.
Sheesh.
That'll
$9.
9. 80 through 90 through 7 here in the first of 3.
Thank goodness for the idiot proofing.
Hey, been there, done that. Mike Warren said of Candlepin Stars and Strikes in 52 plus years in radio, you'll never have a perfect broadcast on live stream because we don't get to edit it out, make it look fancy. You get all the wrinkles and blemishes here. And all the wrong names.
Oh, look at this mix.
So glad to bring it to you live. Banana split, I call it. 4-7 left, 6-10 right. 2 right in the right on a strike. 1 in the 7 for a spare. Miss left. 9 in the fill. 82 through 7.
Mark filled itself.
Good bid.
Jumped it partway across.
That'll be a 9 for Ducet. Sean, 91 through 8. Matt McPhee trying to get the Century Club. He does with a 10, 100 through 8. Jerry Dunn on the left. On the right is Justin Jones. JJ, double J. Both on marks. Justin's on a strike. Jerry's on a spare. Lead is 63 for A-plus accounting. The number 1 seed got a 2-round bye into the semifinals.
And some extra rest this morning. 9 a.m. local starts are a little tricky. Know that offhand.
And guarantee more cash. 5 in that first ball on the strike. On lane 18, on lane 17. Left-handed veteran bowler still bowling at an incredible high level. Jerry Dunn. 120 average, 132 his best year for season 9. 86 through 6.
Holy smokes. Not what A-plus need to see right now. Or not what Kingswood need to see right now, I beg your pardon. A-plus loving this stacking up.
Object hit only 1. And Kingswood getting a dose their own medicine, you could say, here in this first string.
The strike fill is 6, 78 through 6.
Done right on a spare. Another one.
Bye-bye.
96 in the ball through 7.
5 marks in 7 boxes.
8 box, 8.5 for Justin Jones. 8 box officially, 86 through 7.
Hope that pin doesn't tumble as the sweep comes by. Once the sweep is in motion and the light is on, that's that.
Justin Jones bowling since 1988, 48 years old. His teammate saying he was 59. Wrote it down on the sheet to tease him. He's a 3-time world champion, 8-time provincial champion as well. Very impressive. It's like the States. You don't have the provincials anymore, but 8-time championship provincial winner. Not too bad. That's future Hall of Famer right there. 8 in that first ball. Dunn in the bonus gets 6. He has the 4 horsemen left. The 1, 2, 4, 7 in Millis, Massachusetts. It's known as the Rick Kamrowski special. My teammate made a living off that shot and put a buck every time he got that leave. He made it more than the average pro rate of 36%. They call it the Kamrowski special.
Good job, the boys. Remember to chant mix as it got in there. 4 horsemen's gettable, about 36%.
That was
Open Bowling Network stats.
Sorry, Craig. That was the inspiration lemon drop pool, actually. We put a buck every time we got the 4 horsemen leave. There's a spare for Justin Jones. 96 in the ball through 8. Done for another spare. The wood spins around past the 4-7. They'll split the uprights for a 10. 112 through 8 in the first of 3 semifinals on Candlepin Bowling Network. 74 pin lead for A-plus accounting. Again, the winner takes on the winner of Able Construction or Fenway Academy. We'll get the update from Dan Caswell and myself after this first string is over. Dan Caswell calls middle string. I'll be back for the 3rd string. Then back for the finals. Matt Harnett, 69 through 6. Corey Smith, 66 through 6. Corey in the pocket for strike, 8. 5 middle, wobbled around, 7 left. Harnett crossing over, gets a kick off the wall, 3-9, 10. Wood in between the 3-9.
Tough go of it. I only show Corey Smith down for 1 head pin miss. Harnett likewise. You'd think they would have more marks by now. They're having a rough go of it with the pins.
Nice shot, spare. Corey, 76 in the ball through 7. Matt missed right, leads up to 3.
Sometimes the pins just misbehave on you. I think Craig Holbrook was mentioning, well, 13 and 14, the lanes we were looking at here on Candlepin Bowling Network, were the only ones that misbehaved for him all the time. And what a time for that to happen as Maria's subs got upset by Outlaw Riders.
Outlaw Rides.
Outlaw Rides, excuse me.
That's right. Let's get Matt gets a 10, 89, correction, 79 through 7. Outlaw Rides. What a match that was, but it was a blowout, it turned out to be, but it wasn't their day. Eighth box, first string from Moncton. Right in the pocket, breaks up the banana split, 4-7 left, 10 right. Matt Harnett, bunt and all. 3 and the 6. The 3 wants to go. It goes the wrong way, and it leads to the 6. It goes for a strike. 89 plus 2 through 8. Every which way but loose. Took a right turn, Clyde, after all. Great Clint Eastwood movie around 1980 with the orangutan Clyde. He was the star of the show, the orangutan. Third ball. 8. 91 through 8. It's all A plus. Lead is 69. As we go back to the top of the order, Paul Grant, Dan Castle, Greg Gouillart on Candlepin Bowling Network. The ICC Men's World Championship semifinals on Candlepin Bowling Network. Stay tuned for our finals. Next, it'll be the winner of this match and the winner of Able Construction from Canada or Fenway Academy from Massachusetts. Top of the order. Nate LeBlanc. 109 through 8. Devin Brooks 93 through 8. 3-9-10 for Devin. Nate. 2 and the 6-9-10 triangle on the right with the wood in front.
I have something important to mention about Nate in a second, but first this box and this second ball.
And missed inside there.
So Nate, the proper way to pronounce his surname is actually LeBlanc. I mean, LeBlanc is fine as an English approximation, but the C is silent, just like it would be in the French parlance. So LeBlanc, I guess, what we'll go with.
Okay.
I think that's the fairest way to do it.
Oh, I asked him. He said LeBlanc is fine. He said LeBlanc. But some said LeBlanc.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, he's something
Okay.
LeBlanc. His father, I believe, is here. Relative said he calls himself LeBlanc. So it does go both ways.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There's no marks in that box. 119 for LeBlanc or LeBlanc or LeBlanc or LeBlanc. You make the call. Devin Brooks 102 through 9.
Any way you want it, that's the way we need it.
We can call him Nate L.
As long as he takes a W. So far, so good.
6 right, 7 left for Nate L. 5 middle, 4-7 for Brooks.
Not a bad crack at that split.
Good bid. The ball goes around the 5. They did a couple of those last match. Some crazy spares. That's a 10.
10 apiece. Actively confirming scores right now, but what you see should be correct, including that 129 for LeBlanc.
Nice strike for Nate LeBlanc. LeBlanc.
I'm not going to correct you. Within reason.
He told me LeBlanc. Oh, we'll go with whatever. What's the name anyway, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to go with
Right,
it. I'm not going to remark on it any further. It's up to you.
On a triple strike for 4 in a row. A little wiggle on the 2. Can't lean to the 6.
Great count to start. That's double 8.
130 right now. Travis Wallace trying to get something going for his team. 1-2-7. Right side, 6-10. Slaps his thigh.
Yeah. I think Ducet's plays spin the gear, maybe? Right side of the wood? Have to see. He may disagree, though. Yeah, that's the play.
A triple strike.
That's better. Spin the left tip of the wood. Much
Pouring it on here in the first. 140, now 150 in a ball.
Ooh.
What a try. Oh, so close to the 7 for Wallace.
Holy smokes, Blake.
10 box. 102 through 9. What a performance by Blake Ducet. Triple strike and a spare. 150 in a ball. A 202 high single, 462 high triple, high 5704 out of Avon Valley Lanes. Wins Nova Scotia in his 21st year of Candlepin Bowling. His family also bowled. On the bonus, 7 more, make it 8. 6 right, 7 left.
Gettable, especially with that.
158 through 9. Astonishing.
Especially with his momentum, I meant to say.
Wallace in the head pin pocket. Right to left, 5-8-7. Late in the first of 3. 1 mark for each side. And the way Jason's going, wouldn't surprise me if he makes this shot. And almost. He could try and get to 168 to start the semifinals. Travis for a spare, no. He's up to 5-7.
Brian Mayer's 182 is still tops, I believe, right? It
Yes.
certainly was in the round robin.
Yes.
This ain't bad whatsoever.
Jason Ducet gets to 10. How about a 168 opening semifinal string for Blake Ducet? An A-plus performance for A-plus accountings. Blake Ducet, Travis Wallace 9, 111 opening string. It's a 97-pin lead for A-plus accounting. 1 mark for each side.
2 franchises with previous Worlds titles. You see why.
Matt McPhee, half Worcester. He's at 100 through 8. Sean Duthroyd, 91 through 8. Duthroyd, 7-8 left, 3-6-10 right. Left-hander fires away. Will it go? No. Give it a ride. 7-8 left up. Just missed to the right. Now he's the 3-7-8 for Sean Duthroyd. 122 average right now. Not too bad. McPhee gets a 9, 109 through 9.
Late
9
fall.
for
Late
Duthroyd.
fall, $10 now. So McPhee 110, Duthroyd 100 in the 9th box.
Dan Castle standing by for the call. The second string, I'll be back for the third. We'll get the lineup changes. I'm sure we'll have some for Kingswood
Yeah.
Bulletproof. Usually when you have a bad string like that, by their standards, you usually make a couple of changes. Either a shuffle in the lineup or a replacement. There's a check mark.
Logical thing to do.
And a spread eagle, Duthroyd. Kingswood, A-plus account is doing what Kingswood did all playoffs long and pretty much most of the week.
When we do that transition, just hop off the mic and I'll take
Sure.
the transition dialogue.
Sure. Another spare. 120 in a ball in the 10th for Matt McPhee. How many marks for him now, Greg?
Matt McPhee that's his 5th mark of the
That's what I
string.
thought. Okay.
Jerry Dunn has 5. Blake Ducet has, 6 distinct marks, but of course 2 of them were double, so really acts like 8. Good
Nice
pinning.
bid. 9. 109 opening string for Sean Duthroyd.
Yeah, solid string with 2 marks.
You have 1 mark on the board. Next for Justin Jones.
Yeah, this is triple digits already.
McPhee on the bonus, off the wall, gets 8. And he'll end up with a 128 first string.
But we saw earlier how Outlaw closed that gap. It was not enough for them in the previous match versus Kingswood when the shoe was on the other foot. But for certain A-plus accounting, it was already blasted past 600 with boxes to go. Is off to a tremendous start.
Jerry Dunn on the right, Justin Jones on the left. All A-plus here in the first. But still 2 strings left. And Kingswood, you know what they can do. Just try to pick away half and half. And if there's a tie, some off to 3, we'll do a 1-string roll-off for the rights to the finals against Able Construction or Fenway Academy. We'll get an update in that in just a moment. Dan, do you have an update in that first string? 9 drop there for Jones on the spare, 105 through 8.
We'll obtain it in a second, and I'm sure it'll light up on the overhead projector as well. So one way or another, we'll have that update soon. Able and Fenway are underway with their second string as we speak, only just now.
Dunn not happy with that shot. 2 in the 5. For a spare, right on it. JJ 115 the ball through 9, trying to get it closer.
9 dropping another is a great way. Needs to follow this one up as well, I would say, but that's the idea.
Dunn 10, 122 through 9.
Only one boxer Dunn lost pins in this string.
Jerry, 200 games, now 3 now. He has 4 world titles, averaged 132 in at least one of them every time. High triple of 480, high 5, 715, overall 214 done this year. 4-2 split. On the head pin, on the spare, Jones 6. Parallel pins, 121 through 9.
Glancing blow at the head pin, but Jones doing his job so far.
Justin also a softball pitcher and plays golf.
Jones has 5 marks this string.
Left-hander, missed left, got the 7, 3-2 split. Tough leave, almost stole it. He's up to 3.
Goodness, that pin twirled backwards a bit. What a quirky way that would have been to make the diamond.
Jerry with a tough 5, a rare 5 box. It happens. 127, first string. Gains 5 is Justin Jones with a 10. 131 opening string, a 5 performance again from Justin Jones. The Kingswood Bulletproof down 87 in the match. And Matt Harnett's on a strike, wrapping up the first string in the 8th box. For A-plus accounting, Corey Smith is at 91 through 8. These scores are unofficial on your screen. We'll get the official scores in just a bit. An update on the other match.
Pretty sure I got it, though.
Okay. 6, 9, 10, 7 left. For Harnett, he's working on a strike on lane 18. On lane 17, Corey Smith trying to get a mark. Half Worcester, 3-9. Won't be easy. Nice bid, almost.
Whoa. A little nudge. Got the sticks on the strike, though. Good bid. Good ball.
Missed left. As the Augusta Main Special, the 1710 Sports Center. Lousy leave, great name for a bowling center, owned by Mark Carrier. Harnett 10, 108 through 9.
I have heard it said that good bid sounds like a strange term to even other in the candlepin community. Maybe the term didn't migrate all the way up north. Like, what is this, an auction? What are you bidding on?
8.99 through 9. Get your WOW shirts wherever I stream live. We can ship anywhere in the U.S. and Canada for a shipping charge. WOW shirt, my catchphrase to help support Candle Fits of Cancer, a 501c3 charity, closing in on 700 shirts sold in less than 18 months, helping 13 families, soon to be 14, for bowlers and their relatives going through cancer treatments. Get your WOW. Wherever I go.
Ya.
Strike for Harnett.
His third of the string.
118 plus 2 on the 10th. Corey Smith. Can't break up the splits. Got Wood decently placed behind the 2-4. Now rolling towards the 10.
I show at least 4 splits for Smith. Had some opportunities earlier that could have gone to elevate his score, but also a bit unlucky.
Matt also won the world singles title in 2016. 4-time world championship winner in 2006, 9, 12, and 14. Looking for number 5 today. For a spare, he got it.
Good.
109 to the ball through 9.
That's the sort of shot you'll remember as we go into string 2. Lopsided lead for A-plus accounting, but Kingswood will have that in the back of their mind. Justin Jones 131 helps out to phrase it a bit.
3-7-10 for Harnett, working in a strike. Corey delivers in the pocket off the wall, 6. 115. First string.
Oh, goodness.
9 to fill. 127, Matt Harnett. Matt Harnett wins it for A-plus account. The first string goes to them. A 101 pin lead with 2 strings left
And
on Candlepin Bowling Network.
That's right.
The call is Dan Castle. I'll get the lineup, Greg.
Thanks so much. I'll take your levels out right now. You see it there, 101. We'll confirm that that's the margin, but it's certainly a lot for A-plus accounting. Get these stools out of the way for you. We got you. And Paul will confirm lineups in just a second. Stand by while we get set for string number 2 in this total pinfall match. Dan making his way up here. We got you. No problem. Justin Jones starts with a 3-1 split. No substitutions at all for anybody. All the lineups you see are indeed intact. Substitutions can be made before the halfway point and not on a mark, but not. Teams deciding to roll with their current lineups. Even Kingswood, who trailed, but this lineup produced great results in the last match against Outlaw Rides. That's a spare for LeBlanc. He's got 10 in a ball. And an 8 for Brooks. Dan, your headset's on. I'll take your levels up. Good to see you.
Hello, Greg. And hello, everybody on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube and on Facebook.
And I mean everybody. Great crowd all day today.
And we're watching for comments. Brooks with his first ball. Takes out 5. LeBlanc. He's off on a 2-pin. And he has just 4 down. So both bowlers light first balls to start. Been watching the Fenway Academy versus Able match. Been pretty exciting. And Fenway came out ahead on that one. 647 to 644. So a tight one over there. A couple of big strings over there. Brian Kroll put up a double, then a spare, then a 10, then another spare. He ended up with 145, and I don't recall the bowler, but one of the bowlers, I believe the 4th one on the Able team, ended up with a 146 string. So some solid strings there.
Spare 4 and a 10, I have that down as 24 through 2.
All right.
The 7 pin will be the obstacle. The monitors catch it there. You see it.
Yep, see it.
Sometimes they disappear behind the ball return.
Yep, I got that.
And rest assured, folks, the next camera angle will be perfect. We'll be right behind 13 and 14.
Okay, and Devin Brooks drops 8, 9, make it 9. And we have Nate LeBlanc.
There should be second bowlers now.
Oh, second bowlers. Okay, never mind. I'm looking at a little bit of a lag on the screen. So, okay, that was Blake Ducet on the first ball for A+ Accounting, and for Kingswood Bulletproof, we're looking at Travis Wallace. We've seen several matches from him. And Travis Wallace puts up a spare in his first box. Ducet looking to match, and does not get that off that half Worcester leave.
There's that 7 pin playing hide and seek. 3 to go.
And Ducet, 6, 7, 10. I see the 7. Actually see it better on the screen than I do live.
That's what I figured. Rolling wood. Ooh, nearly caught it.
He just about caught the thing. But yeah, if you it's probably better for the viewers right now than for us actually standing up here and looking at that. And again, I'm sure they've discussed it multiple times, but there is a reason why our cameras are to the side.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just where they put the matches, and we didn't get involved in that decision. It's not really something we can move from this booth either. So
just the way it is.
So,
but pleasure to be sharing it with you nonetheless.
It's still not a terrible angle.
Yeah, it could have been worse. And we're so thankful to have this DJ booth here at Fairlanes, Moncton, New Brunswick. They've done the very best they can for us, and we're so thankful for their hospitality throughout. This fill on a spare is high. Travis Wallace, 9 fill.
Ducet, first ball off on the 2. He punches out a half Worcester left, the 2 and the 8 pin only.
9 drops are what Kingswood needs, preferably followed by another.
Wallace misses his spare attempt.
Tripped on the wood.
Ducet trying to pick up the half Worcester for a spare. Everything but the 4 pin goes. We have a slow motion messenger taking snail mail there, and it's not going to happen.
Wood rolled.
10 box for Wallace. And for Ducet, We have a Ducet bowling on the other side. So we have a Canadian Ducet and an American Ducet.
And another Canadian Ducet, but that's not immaterial here.
And 10s for everybody on this match. In fact, Jason Ducet is coming up over on lane 9 for Fenway Academy, which squeaked out a win.
Take our word for it. It's off camera, I'm afraid.
Yep. Well, you heard the scream. That was Jay's opponent dropping a bomb.
Yeah. Team Abel.
All right, now we have Duthright on the right. Sean Duthright, we've been watching him. And
watching him do very well.
Matt McPhee, yeah. Throwing his first ball. Whoops. And he punches out a half Worcester. That's 2 for the last 2 bowlers. And Duthright looking at a triangle. Just picks out the middle pin. Or the right pin. It's hard to tell from here. Oh, what a bid that was, but the half Worcester doesn't go, so both bowlers open in their first box of this second game of the semifinals at the International Candlepin Worlds match. 8 boxes for everybody.
Yep. So far, so good. I'm good at what Chris Waterman dubs overhead projector hieroglyphics.
Well, they put the scores for both matches right in front of us, so that helps.
Yeah. Don't worry, the cuneiform is perfectly legible to me. Well, legible enough.
So Duthright on your right dropped 7, and it looks like the 2, 6, and 10 with Wood in between. Ducet dropped 1. McPhee dropped 1.
Ooh.
9, left 1.
Did you see that Wood jump? Too bad it was the wrong direction. That's a single miss.
I made it to the channel. And a single pin miss for McPhee leads to the 3rd ball here at that pin, and he misses it again. So a 9 box for McPhee, 10 box for Duthright.
Oh.
Okay, the 4th bowlers coming up for these teams. We have Justin Jones for Kingswood, and we have Jerry Dunn for A+ Accounting. Justin Jones' first ball drops 8. He leaves the 3-5. 2 pins together, and Wood moving back and forth. In the meantime, Dunn comes up. He's on the head pin solid, a little too much, and the 2, 4, 6, 10 are left. All right, Paul wants a microphone, so go ahead.
Just a moment, actually, if I may, just get set here. Let's see if this 2-pinner goes, first of all. It does not.
Does not, and we're looking at a 2, 4, 6, 10 split on the other side. Let's see if he picks that up, and then we can go to Paul.
That sounds good. His try just goes by the wood.
Open boxes for both bowlers.
Paul. Oh, sorry, Paul. Switch the mic on, please.
The winner of this match takes on the winner.
Oh, try again now.
Okay. The winner of this match takes on Fenway Academy or Able Construction, a high-scoring first string. Fenway Academy 647, Able Construction 644. For Fenway, Cole Fry 137, Brian Kroll 143, Tim Jalbert 127, Chris Merrill 129. For Able Construction, Garrett Martin 134, Ryan Cox 146, and Mike Brown leads all scorers 151. Early in the second string. After 1, it's 3 by Fenway.
Okay, so Paul expanded on the news we just gave you, so that was helpful. We can highlight some really big scores down there. We had matching 9 boxes in the first box by these guys, and both of them have some splits to play with. And good bid by Kingswood, Jerry Dunn.
Yeah, I'm a box.
I'm sorry, Jones. I'm sorry, Justin Jones. Jerry Dunn on the left for.
Yeah, I'm a box behind. I beg your pardon.
Okay, they had 9 for that. So 10 box for Jones. Dunn trying to get a 10 here on the 4 and 7.
Yeah, I'm going to need to keep an eye on the score cam. I'm sorry. There was a mic issue as Paul was announcing that, so
It's okay. I picked
I'm
up
not
both
sure
watches.
I'm not sure what's happened here, but
Okay, both bowlers on both sides. The bowlers on both had 9 first box and 10s on second, so easy.
thank you. Indeed, it is 19 through 2, and now that's correct. Thank you, folks.
It takes a team for everything. This is a
Yes, it
team
does.
tournament. One bowler's having trouble. Hope another teammate will try to jump in and pick it up. And we do the same thing here in the booth. We work together. All right, we're looking at Harnett. On your left and on your right is Corey Smith. So Matt Harnett is about to throw his first ball. It was a strike.
Levels on that.
And is it going to be matching strikes? No. Harnett had a great ball there, but left the 8-pin, it appears. So a strike on the Kingswood side for Corey Smith, and now a spare attempt by Matt Harnett.
Sorry.
All over it, no problem at all. So matching marks in box 1.
Testing the mic. Can you hear that? Was that too good even?
No, that's okay. I can hear
All
it.
right. Sounds good. It's in the yellow, but I hope that's okay for the viewers out there. I'm sorry the mic number 1 seemed to be malfunctioning at the earlier moment.
So we're on fills for these guys coming into box 2. Smith in the green for Kingswood is on a strike. Harnett in the blue for A+ Accounting is on a spare. First ball in the strike fill is 4. And we have the half whister left, the 8 and the 10. On the spare for Harnett,
Bump.
that's 7. 4-7-10 split. Second ball on the strike fill. And so it's a 7 fill. Harnett trying to spare the 4-7-10 split. He's got wood in the middle. Not sure how much it's going to help or hurt. Maybe the cap on the left. We'll see what the pro does.
We've seen crazier lateral motion before. It needs something miraculous like that.
He's going for the cut. And off the wood, and wall, and he gets it. Pin comes off the back curtain. It takes out the 10 pin.
Mercy.
Almost like he planned it that way, but it was definitely flying in the right direction and tapped the curtain and came back and took out the pin. What a clutch shot. And an 8 box for Corey Smith.
Let's take a look at that.
So a pair of spares for Matt Harnett there.
A+
Spectacular.
Accounting feeling it. This is the second string of 3. I have not updated that properly. Excuse me. There we go.
A+ Accounting is ruthless now. They're up almost 100.
Middle string of 3, just 1 mark up. That's good for A+ Accounting to have status quo at this moment.
All right, a switch in lanes, and we have Nate LeBlanc. First ball was a 6 drop. On the other side, we have Devin Brooks. And his first ball went the head pin, the 3 pin, and the 9 was all he got on that. LeBlanc puts on a good bid. And you mentioned bids before. I think that comes from the idea that a bid is an offer. So he made a good offer. And the 4-7-10 left for Brooke. And he picks it up. LeBlanc, in the meantime, had a 10 box. So an 8 for Brooks and a 10 for Nate LeBlanc.
All right, let's try this mic again. Paul, I think the connection should be good on this. Just make sure not to grip the cable or else it might disconnect. Test the levels, please.
How's that now?
Oh, that sounds a lot better.
Okay, so
some of your last announcement was garbled.
all right, so let's try it again. Able Construction in a battle with Fenway Academy, high-scoring first string, 647 to 644. Fenway Academy in this raucous crowd. Fenway wins at 647, 644 in the first of 3. Cole Fry for Fenway, 137. Brian Kroll, 143. Tim Jalbert, 127. Chris Merrill, 129. For Able Construction, Garrett Martin, 134. Ryan Cox, 146. Mike Brown, 151. Fenway, 647. Able Construction, 644 after 1 early in the second of 3.
And I apologize for the earlier reporting of Brian Kroll having a 145. That's what it looked like on the sheet to me, so I was off by a couple pins. But thank you, Paul, for another update on that first game. 10 boxes for each bowler.
LeBlanc is pin perfect to start out. My levels are fine, I think.
Yep, you're sounding good to me.
Sounds good. Yeah, it's the colors that'll let you know if our viewers are in pain from hearing us. That
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know a VU meter.
like all the time.
Oh, that's
not.
a bit much. That's a bit much. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But people like listening to your voice, so I don't think it's a huge problem.
Cheers. 5-6-10 in a bizarre way for the castle to develop for Blake Ducet.
Thank you. I didn't have to call it myself.
The wood's
It seems self-promoting.
Yeah, the wood's behind, isn't it? Vertical piece of wood that might take it, though. It actually seems more likely than others.
And again, as I've said before, always 2 pieces of wood on that leaf. And there are 2 there, angled probably more favorably than you usually see. He goes for the cap on the front one, picks up the spare.
Nice shot. It was better than others.
Wallace is looking at just the 3 and the 5. So 2 pins together. That's been my nemesis some weeks, is 2 together. This looks easy, and I keep clipping 1 or whatever.
Rolling wood.
Bowler getting ready. He wants this mark. Every mark is essential for these guys. If they have an opportunity,
yes,
take it, and he took it.
His
no
hand
problem at all.
Yeah, his hand went down, but just behind the line.
2 pins together. Looks easy, but it's really easy also to miss one of those. So excellent spare by Wallace. Matching spares on this match. Ducet's down 10 pins.
3 quality head pin hits for Travis Wallace to start this string.
Okay, he's Ducet's off on the 2 pin and gets 7. 1-3-7 are remaining. Kingswood's Wallace is coming up for his attempt. First ball's a fill. And matching 7 fills. 8 fills now for Wallace as the 7 pin decides to take a dive into the pit. Late, maybe the water's good back there. Time for a bath. All right, Ducet shooting at the 1-3-7. Okay, he throws the ball over there, doesn't make it. And Kingswood's Wallace is looking at this 3 and 10. Wood right in front of him. Makes a very attractive target. Got to use it.
Slow tempo. He knows how big the moment is. Shoulder shrug, off he goes.
All over it.
3 marks and 4.
Said I thought that through. It wasn't so tough. And Ducet looking for a 10 box. No problem. 10 box for Ducet.
So I'm pretty sure Paul mentioned in his update, but Fenway Academy versus Able. Fenway only up +3 through string 1.
It was a battle royale over there. And I
you were watching.
Watched it and was with some of the Academy guys who were just eliminated.
And to your point, Fenway 647, Able 644.
In fact, one of the Academy guys is right in front of us, Justin Waters.
You got the front row seat.
All right, McPhee punches out. It's kind of a weird mess down there. And Ducet for Kingswood. He took out 6 in the 2-8, 6-10. I'm not even going to try on the other side. That was a real mess. He's still, all right, pick it up here. Oh, what a bid. So Matt McPhee is shooting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more pins, and they're all over the place. There's one of them, so that's a disappointing 5 box for A+ accounting. A 10 box for Kingswood. So that's a gainer of 5 for Kingswood. They need every one of those they can get in this next 2 games.
Yeah, that's basically the extent of a mark. Still a monster lead for A+ accounting, even though Kingswood has a bit of an advantage here.
Nate McPhee bowling first on your right for A+ accounting, trying to make up for that 5 box. Matt McPhee, sorry. It's Nate
LeBlanc.
Yeah. Nice 9 drop for Travis Wallace. Or no, I'm sorry. Sean Ducet. Okay. How about for the teams? Maybe I can keep those straight. I don't know.
Oh, you got it.
I'm getting there. All right, McPhee on a spare attempt. There it is. Nice spare. And Ducet goes wide on the trying to pick up the single pin. Doesn't go. Doesn't come close to it. See if he can get on a third ball, and yeah, right in the face. Wishes that was a second, but best he can give him is a 10. He gave him a 10, did his best. These guys are putting everything into this game, everything. They want to go to the next round and final round of this. It's been a long week, a lot of money on the line.
$10,000 to the winning team. Basically half it for each round you miss the final championship by.
Okay, now we have Jerry Dunn on your right and Justin Jones on your left.
Oopsie.
Dunn bowling for A+ Accounting. Justin Jones for Kingswood. Jones puts it all over the head pin. He leaves the 4 and the 7. Dunn had a punch out. Half Worcester right on that. The 3 and the 9.
Second 8 drop for Jones by my count at least.
Nice bid. He put it on the inside. He's got all but the 7 pin to go on that.
Ooh.
Really good effort.
And,
and there's a spare for Justin Jones.
did that turn into a 9 drop in the end? Well converted anyway.
And a 10 box. No, that was a 2-pin spare.
So it was, yeah. The teams have that knack. These teams seem to have that working ball that you see it in the half Worcester where the pins just still clatter together. That's how you're getting strike balls, of course, as well. 8 strikes to 5 for A+ Accounting. And overall, it's 29 marks to 20 in overall marks for A+ Accounting. Pinning is only one difference.
All right, an 8 drop for Jerry Dunn for A+ Accounting. And we'll look at this ball, and I'm going to answer a question here. All right, that's a 6-pin hit, but he got 2. No lemon drop. No dollar for Paul. So the question is, who is in the finals? The answer is that's what we're trying to decide here. We have
one of these two.
We have 4 teams bowling right now. We're watching 2 of them, A+ Accounting and Kingswood, both from Canada. On the other side, we have Able Construction, I believe it is, and from Canada, and we have an American team still in the mix, Fenway Academy. So 2 of those teams will meet for the final and the championship round. So the answer is we're still deciding. And we're not quite halfway through the second of 3 games in that semifinal. All right, we just saw a spare by Dunn and a 9 box for Jones, and our 5th bowlers in this for each team come up. And we're going to have Matt Harnett on the right. He's put on quite a show for us. Corey Smith, who's no slouch either. Corey Smith for Kingswood, Matt Harnett on the right in the blue shirt for A+. And Harnett drops a castle. Drops 7, he leaves a castle. I'm sorry he didn't drop it yet. And the wood doesn't look too bad. Again, 2 pieces of wood in that leaf. One leaning up against the 5-pin. Corey Smith, nice 9 drop. And he's got an easier spare leaf to make because he's got a nice piece, fat piece of wood right in front of that 3-pin that stayed up. Harnett used the wood, tried to sweep it over. It went behind the 6 and 10.
No more split miracles for you.
And there's a strike for the green team.
Kingswood puts a spare on the board.
Trying to get closer. And a 10 box for Harnett for the blue team.
Remember those yellow blots you see between total and game tell you how many marks are open on each side. So 2 yellow dots on each side in the positions where they bowl in the order. So it's a seemingly true 95-pin advantage for A+ Accounting in this match.
Matt Harnett, he's all over the head pin, leaves a triangle in the middle and the 10-pin. That's a 6 drop. He's got wood next to the triangle. That's interesting. Corey Smith.
Tip.
Puts a strike on his spare. That's a 20 box. You put some 20 boxes together, you can come back pretty quick.
Seemed a matter of time before Corey Smith got going. I mentioned he had that spare at the end of the last string that maybe that was the thought that would persist in his mind. So far,
Harnett's got a spare opportunity, and he does not use the wood and picks it up.
Holy smokes.
He sent a pin over to the 10. He decided, I'm not going to trust the wood. I'm going to go for the pins, and he went for it. It was beautifully done.
Second time. Let's check scores.
All right. While Greg is confirming scores with the official scorekeeping, we're going to take a look. And right now, Kingswood is down 85 pins from A+ Accounting. A+ Accounting has 3 marks open. Kingswood has a spare and a strike for 2 marks, so one of those is a 2-ball. And we just saw Devin Brooks, drop a strike. And are we going to see a matching strike here? It does not appear so for LeBlanc. That's Nate LeBlanc. And he did drop 8. Neither bowler's on a mark. Spare opportunity with a 6-10, no problem at all. Takes it out, so a spare for LeBlanc and a strike for Brooks.
Pin perfect half for LeBlanc.
We have to recover a errant piece of wood down there that moved forward and got into the field of play.
Haven't had to do that in a while.
And we've done it a lot this week, though. I've seen a lot of these guys throw such powerful balls that we see things like that all the time, but it has been quiet, I guess.
Whoa.
All right, for Brooks, Devin Brooks, he put 4 in his first ball. Nate LeBlanc comes back, and he's on a spare and only gets 4 to go.
Score correction. I had Harnett way too low. I marked him down as a 2 fill at one point for some reason. It was 7.
Oh, look at this.
Get over.
Look at that. Spare on strike for Brooks with a slow messenger that came over and did work. And are we going to see another one? It's going there, but it goes into the pit. So a 7-pin stays up for Nate LeBlanc. And he has a 7-pin to complete a 10. Got it. 10 box for Nate LeBlanc. But Brooks picked up another spare for Kingswood. He went spare. LeBlanc went spare 10. And you got the fills, correct?
Should be there. I'm looking up
so
at
that's
the scoreboard.
another 20 box for the green team with that spare on strike. These guys are tough. So right now the lead is 84 for A+. A+ has 4 marks on the board, open. Kingswood has 3. Kingswood with a spare fill.
Oh, boy.
And,
4 out.
That's only 4. For Ducet, that would be a strike if the 7-pin went, so it's just a big 9 box. All right. We have Wallace up here looking at I don't know what you call it, but it's like the 2 wings of a bird plus the 10-pin, and he picked up everything but the 7-10. Blake Ducet looking to pick up the 7-pin for a spare. All over it.
Dialed in.
All right, so a spare for the blue team. A+ Accounting. Wallace throwing his 3rd ball. That's a 7-10 split.
All scores
Takes
confirmed.
the right side, and he ends up with a 9 box.
All scores confirmed through 4 boxes.
So Wallace with a 70 half, and Ducet with 56 and a ball. Possible 66 if he gets a strike. So coming into box 6.
Again, A+ is all the marks standing. That's the second time that's happened. They did that frequently throughout the first string.
Travis Wallace on a fill. Or no, he's not on a field. Blake Ducet is. Wallace, first ball. Oh, he gets almost exactly the same leave as before with that head pin hit, except for the 7. So it's the 2, 4, 5, 9, 10. Again, it looks like a wings. This is a fill ball for Ducet, and bank 7 for him.
No substitutions. Thanks, Paul, for getting that update. That was Paul Grands. The voice you hear is Dan Castle, and my voice is Greg Gouillart. Thanks so much.
And we still have voices. How's that?
Mercifully.
Good bid on that mess down there by Wallace, but he leaves 2 up. And now shooting at 3 in a row is Blake Ducet, bidding on a 2nd spare. Got it. And in fact, if the 7 had been up, he would have got that too, the way he cut that. But it wasn't. So he only needed to shoot a 3, not 4. So another spare for Blake Ducet as he sits down.
Yep, keep the marks coming like sushi at a conveyor restaurant.
Wallace makes a 9 out of that. So 2 first balls for Wallace that left some really strange leaves that were virtually identical.
He's 6 for 6 on head pins, and he had adverse wood on another. There's really, I think Travis Wallace is putting good cracks at each one of these. He's got 3 spares and 3 other times where he's gotten luckless on the head pin.
Now we're going to see Matt McPhee for A+ Accounting on the left, and Sean Duthright for the Kingswood Bulletproof team on your right. And Duthright throws his first ball. He's all over the head pin. 9 go, and the 4-pin does not. McPhee on his first ball takes out 8. Wanted to be 9, but the 10-pin stayed up, and the 3-pin's rocking.
You were both hit.
All right, Duthright on the spare, no problem. He's got a mark. Another mark for the Kingswood team. And McPhee misses the 3-pin, but man, we have another curling shot.
Third time
and the
lucky.
ball's going around, but it's not coming back again, and will not pick up the 3-pin. So he ends up with a 9 box for
49.5.
Matt McPhee. 48 for Duthright, but Sean Duthright has a fill to go. Checking feeds here.
How we doing, folks? Any positive or constructive feedback is appreciated.
We love the conversation, but I'm sure you're glued here, wondering if Kingswood could come back.
We know the camera angle's not best, but thank you so much for bearing with us.
We can see the bowlers, we can see the pins. So
and we'll see it even better for the final.
You got the fill there? Or no, we're coming up to our next bowler, so.
6 on the board? Nope, that's a Sean Duthright 54.5.
Got it. Duthright looking to convert this split, does not get it.
Jerry picked it.
Thank you for saying that. It's a long story.
Whoa!
McPhee drops a strike after that first ball that only took a spare. I'm sorry. After I was going to say there was a first ball, but I guess it wouldn't be a second ball.
That's a 2-ball. That's a 2-ball strike.
That's a 2-ball strike. So he got all 10 pins down. He threw 2 balls. It looked really cool. So give that man a spare.
Done deal. 91 and all the marks still going for A+ Accounting. Dang it, still got a frog in my throat.
All right, thank you, Big Bad Bruins, for the comments about the commentators. We appreciate it. There's a fill ball for Dunn, and that's a 7. Interesting leave there, the 7, 9, 10, and there's wood between the 9 and the 10 that might work. Justin Jones on the other side has the 4, 7, 10 split, and he's got wood that may help him there. Uses it, and the wood sent over to the 10 pin gets blocked by that one that's just in front of the 10 pin. Really harshly blocked, frankly. All right, he's going to try to use the wood, and no, he doesn't make that either. So they look like they both had good setups, but neither could convert to spare. 9 box for Justin Jones, and for Jerry Dunn, he'll have a 10.
Current statistics in the match right now, marks are 35-25 for A+ Accounting. Pinning is 3 in A+ Accounting's favor. It's really the spares that are tipping the balance.
Justin Scally, thank you for further explanation of why we're on the lanes that we're on. I appreciate it. Good bowling from you this week. 6 drop for Justin Jones.
Yeah. Many people from Central Park Lanes and other teams saying that left division was a group of death.
And there were a lot of great matches there. I really wish we could have brought them to you. So banana split on the blue lane for Dunn.
Not to ballyhoo the right division, though. We got some thrillers on that.
And some upsets. Major upsets.
Yes. Not nearly every match went the way you would think on paper.
All right. Open boxes on both sides. Justin Jones trying to pick up a single pin for a 10. And he misses, so a 9 box. And Dunn looking for also ending up with a 9 box with only getting the 7 out of the 4-7 2-pin combination. Next bowlers come up. Matt Harnett on your left.
3 straight splits for Dunn.
Corey Smith on your right. Both are on Phil Smith in the green. On your right is on a strike. And Harnett's on a spare. Yeah, Wayne, Paul and I both do announcing here, and we're just going alternate pretty much. And so he saves mine, I save his, is what we do on the voices.
And then you'll both be set for the finals. We can fit you all in this.
All right, so.
The booth's not meant for 3. It'll be a bit of a sardine tin, but we're going to get it done. Many thanks to the Fairlanes staff for letting us squat in it all week.
So that's interesting.
You've been awesome.
Smith's first ball, well, first of all, Harnett closed his box out, had an 8 fill.
62 through 4.
First ball for Corey Smith. Took out 6, and the second ball took out 2 more, so he has an 8 fill for his strike.
Any more magic, Matt?
All right, Harnett looking at the 5-7. Looking at the wood. No go on that. Good bid.
The fill is.
The decision is whether to try to make that wood work or go ahead and try to cut the pin over by a direct hit on the pin. Smith's looking at the 9-10. Almost picks him up. And 9 boxes for both bowlers at the end of it.
Good starts for each. 70+ half.
Wayne Petty, I know some of the guys on the Fenway team. The ones I know would include Brian Kroll and Jason Ducet. And some of the other guys are guys I don't know as well or only see occasionally, and I'm not terribly familiar with them. All right, on the right, Corey Smith, first ball, drop 7. Matt Harnett looking to maintain and expand their lead, and he makes a 9 drop, hoping that wood goes somewhere favorable for him. All right, that's not terrible. He's got wood in front of the 10 pin, and perhaps can bounce that off the wood and to the wall. Hopefully it doesn't deflect all the way around. Smith with a spare. Harnett with making this interesting shot. See what he does with the wood. He goes straight at the pin, picks it up. Doesn't touch the wood. It's still there.
Great strength still working for each, and here's Paul with the latest.
Halfway through this halfway point of the match, Fenway Academy hanging out to a 21-pin lead over Able Construction. The marks are 2-1 for Able Construction. A tight one here. And the other semifinal match, the winner of that match plays the winner of this match next on Candlepin Bowling Network.
Heavy probability that's A+ accounting at this point, threatening to go back into triple digits, as A+ accounting now likely to take the lead in the string as well.
All right, LeBlanc. First ball is a 7 drop. And a 7 drop also for Brooks for his fill. So 7-7.
I show no markup for, yeah.
No, you have it on the sheet.
I have it on the sheet. That's incorrect. Sorry.
All right, so
Phil is 7.
LeBlanc goes to the middle.
7.
And look at
roll,
this.
Roll.
There it goes. Another mark for the Kingswood team.
That's correct now. 83 and a ball through 7. 8 box.
Devin Brooks sent a messenger to the 7 pin, and it took it out nicely.
8 box for LeBlanc, 76 through 7. Everything appears correct at an eye glance. I will take a closer look after this next pair of boxes.
LeBlanc, first ball. Nice 9 drop, but not 10. So he's got one more ball to shoot at this.
Mark should be on 2, 3, 5.
This is a mark fill for Brooks.
All other smudges on screen should now be correct, including the yellow indicators.
And let's bank an 8 for Brooks for his fill. He's leaving the 9 and the 10. LeBlanc shooting at the 8 pin solo. Wood seems to be immaterial. All over it. Spare for the blue team. All right, Brooks is shooting at the 9-10. He's got a gob of wood down there and gets it. Hits the left wood, takes it off the wall. The 10 comes first, the 9 comes out second.
4 straight marks.
Matching marks for the green and blue teams. All right, next set of bowlers coming up.
Sorry about that. I was behind with the scoreboard. Travis Wallace and
right.
Blake Ducet.
Blake Ducet on your right for A+ accounting.
pin resets on 17, so current statistics in the match right now are 37-28 for marks for A+ accounting. They're raking still.
Okay, we've got the re-rack coming up, so Ducet is on a spare.
Pinning is one difference in the match.
On the right, so here's a spare ball. There's fill ball. Punches out, just takes out 3. He's got the spread eagle plus the 8 pin. On your left, Travis Wallace, his first ball. On the head pin 2. Trying to break that split up, hoping it goes, but
Come on.
He's got the 2 and a 6 with wood that may be very helpful here.
Yeah, Wallace head pin perfect. I believe Matt Harnett is as well. I'm not entirely certain about the first box.
Ducet just threw a head pin ball, but there was no head pin there, so he went through the hole on that leave. All right, Wallace picks up that mark perfectly. So Kingswood gets another spare in their column. And Ducet ends up with a 5 box. He just clipped out the 2 and the 8 pin.
Big time gain. A mark fizzles. It turns into a 5, and a spare goes off on the board opposite. Late down to 80.
Oh, and Ducet's getting some late action here. He went off to the left. He got a nice break there. He's left up with a 1, 6, 9, 10, and he's got a juicy piece of wood right in front of it. I think a red line hit might take it. And now we see Wallace on a fill.
Had 3 straight splits, 4 straight splits, actually, although one had favorable wood. So
let's
dialed.
make another 20 box for Kingswood.
Travis Wallace all over the head pin.
These guys are fighting. They are tough. They know they're down. They're trying to come back. Let's see if Ducet can make the spare. Yes, he does. He took advantage of the break he had with that first ball being off.
Like Ducet having a relatively quieter string, but now he can pin out 379 plus this bonus ball.
All right, coming up to the third bowlers in our lineup. Matt McPhee for A+ accounting in the blue shirts. And Sean Duthright in the green shirt for Kingswood. And here comes McPhee, first ball on a fill, spread eagle, 4 fill. Duthright throws it to the 6 pin. He gets a break there. Some pins come forward and take out a few more, so now he's got a little bit easier spare to make with 3 and 2, lines of 3 and 2 back to back. 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. And McPhee puts a bid on that. Does not go, but he did kick something to the left. Only took 2 pins though. All right, so we have some steep wood, a little consultation from the team. What do you want to do? I think you got to play that wood. I don't think there's any choice but to hit that. No, he's going to the side. And it almost works, so he opted not to go to the wood that I thought was a logical choice. He went to one of the side pieces. Didn't like the lay of that, and got everything but the 5 pin to go. And an 8 box for McPhee. And there's a 10 box. It was a little scary for a second, but it went out.
76, that's less. The margin was 101 coming into the string.
They're getting close to finishing their second string down on the Fenway Academy versus Able match. We'll probably be hearing on that soon.
Yep, a few more marks and it can reduce further.
All right. So drop 6 for McPhee, and a bit of a punch out and a mess down there with only a 4-pin drop for Wallace, or Duthright, sorry, and bowler behind. So McPhee's looking at 4 in a row. He's got the 4 horsemen left.
I don't like Matt's wood entirely, unless it drives through.
Yeah, it worked.
Oh, there we go.
That's a spare. Mark it up. That expression coming from a bowler that used to bowl in the old Natick, Massachusetts men's league. In Natick, Fairway's no longer there. It's now a rug store, unfortunately. But great guy. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. Somebody will probably tell me. But every time he got a spare, or his team got a spare, he'd yell out as a 9-box. He yelled out as loud as he could, "Mark it up." And so bowlers are bowled in the men's league in Natick, and I know some of you are watching will know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, we have a spare. Oh, we moved to the next guys. Sorry. Jerry Dunn on your right for A+ Accounting, and Justin Jones for Kingswood. And Dunn starts out with a 7-drop, 5, 9, 10. Jones on his first ball. That looked like a good ball, and gets a bit of a tough leave. 5, 7, 8. Lots of wood in there. May very well help him. But there's one sitting straight behind or beside the 5-pin. It's hard to see. All right, well, spare attempt for Dunn.
I may be too high on McPhee. I'll check in a second.
And look at that. The ball's coming back, and it takes out the.
It hit it.
It did brush the 10-pin.
Come on.
All right, this will be interesting. And no, nothing going for the 7-pin. Both guys made good bids on their spare attempts, but each left 1 pin.
$9, whatever happens.
9-box there. 9-box there. Thank you, Tyler.
No, that's 10 for.
Or $10. Sorry.
You.
I was repeating myself. Sorry, but I do that sometimes. Tyler O'Brien, thank you for the Fenway Academy roster. Very much appreciated. While I'm doing this, I can't go dig it up, so I kind of had to work up with what I knew off the top of my head. So the Fenway Academy roster that's bowling now is Cole Fry, Jason Ducet, Timmy Jalbert, Brian Kroll, and Chris Merrill. And Tyler says that he's faced them himself, and they're tough, and I agree with you. I've been watching them. All right, first ball for both guys. Ends up in a line of pins. 3 for Dunn. 3, 6, 10. And 4 horsemen, 1, 3, 6, 10. So basically same shot. There's a spare for Dunn. He gets all 3. See if Justin Jones can pick up the 4 horsemen.
All the marks again for A+.
And he's off the head pin. He went for the 1, 2, 3 pocket on that. And went a little too deep to the right. So now he still has the head pin and the 10 to shoot at. And he gets them both. Cuts the head pin over to the 10 pin. So a 10 box for Justin Jones, a spare for Dunn.
Margin could go back up to the 90s. Corey Smith has had 2 strikes in this string already. Maybe he could drop another 20.
Matt Harnett on your right. He's on a spare. Corey Smith on your left. He's on a spare.
Here's another circus trick for Harnett. 3-1 split is gettable, much more than his others.
Wood's a little flat looking to me. We'll see what he can do on it. He throws a pretty good ball and cuts things over, but it's a 6 fill on his spare. Corey Smith on the head pin.
Brutal.
Almost a 1-5 punch, but not much better. A 1-5, 8, 9 punch for a spread eagle. And actually, a 9 pin still up. Is it? No, it's not. Optical illusion. So 4 on the fill. No spare for Garnett. And Harnett, I'm sorry. And no spare for Smith either. And Smith trying to make a 10, gets a 10, so a 9 box for Matt Harnett and a 10 box for Corey Smith. All right, box 8. Matt Harnett with his first ball. Puts it in the pocket, a little full on the head pin, drops 8. 2 and 4 stayed up. Just 2 together.
I'm still not convinced. Matt Harnett still may be perfect head pin.
Well, that was a head pin shot, and that took out everything. So Smith puts up a strike in the 8th. Harnett looking to match with a spare if he can. And he's going to use the wood. He goes around it and picks up the spare nice and neat. Spare for Matt Harnett. And a strike for Corey Smith. Greg's double-checking scores here. What we see unofficially is a 77-pin lead in total for A-plus accounting. They've got 5 marks all the way across the board. Everybody's on a mark. 3 marks for Kingswood Bulletproof. And we are back to the top of the order. Nate LeBlanc on your left. Devin Brooks just threw his first ball on your right for Kingswood. That was a spare, 8 fill. And LeBlanc was on a spare too, LeBlanc. And he just put 3 on his. So Devin Brooks, spare attempt on the 2 and the 4, I want to say, or the 5 and the 8. But regardless, doesn't matter. Pin numbers don't really count. Pinfall does. That was a spare. LeBlanc. Good bid on that.
You'd only need to know which pin's in 5-pin.
That's right. Does it make a difference? I don't know the scoring on that.
Yes, they're worth different amounts of points.
Oh, that gets complicated.
Only just.
That's a 10 box.
Yep, and a spare up. There's 5 pins and a chevron as well, and the head pin is worth 5. The next 2 are 3s, and the corners are worth 2 for 15. And if you strikes and spares work the same way, you could get a 450 perfect game.
So you kind of have to pay attention. You can't just look after the ball's been thrown, right?
Yeah, but you get 3 balls. The flow is the same, especially when you chop through the head pin or you get the dreaded aces, the corner pins.
Scott Nichols, congrats. I'm not Paul, I'm Dan.
Good job, not Paul. But good job, Paul. Whoa!
A strike for LeBlanc. And 6 in the fill for Brooks.
Indeed. Split, I believe. Ooh.
And sorry, for him, he just picked up the 10 pin. He still has 3, 5, and 7. And nothing doing is the 7 box for the Kingswood team. So Brooks closes with a 132. LeBlanc ain't done yet. He has 109 and a 2-ball fill to go. With a double strike, he could come out ahead of Brooks.
Yep. Okay, that's confirmed.
Look at that. There's 9. We're going to sneak out a strike on that.
I see what I've done. I flipped a 10 and 8.
All
tisk,
right.
tisk.
So 9 on the first ball for Wallace. See if these guys can put up another 20 bucks. They've been doing that a lot. Nope, it's a 9 fill on the strike. So
yep.
Let's finish that out for LeBlanc.
Beg your pardon.
118 to 132. And it looks like the lead is coming down. It's still big, but it's come down a lot. Our second bowlers now. Travis Wallace in the green shirt on your right. On your left, Blake Ducet. Both on fills also. Wallace is on a strike.
All scores confirmed through 8 boxes.
And Ducet on a spare. So Wallace trying to put up a big box for the Kingswood team. Oh, that was a solid hit and took out 8 in the first ball. Leaves a 5 and a 7. Ducet, fill ball here. Punches out, gets some more. Puts 6 on his spare. He's got a tough spare leave, though. He has a 3, 6, 10 line and the 2 pin. No wood that's material. Shooting at the 5-7.
Spin. Ooh, gee
okay,
whiz.
He spun a piece of wood around there, didn't go. So
the fill is 9.
A 9 fill in the strike. Ducet trying to spare this. And nothing doing. So 1 more ball for Ducet. For both bowlers, they both are going to be open in this box. Both shooting at 1 pin for a 10.
Next up will be an update.
And a 10 box.
And here comes the shot for Ducet. He gets a 10 box as well for 107 through 9. And for the latest, here's Paul Grant.
Updating the other semifinal match, Fenway Academy, the number 1 seed, leads number 3 seed Abel after winning the first by 3, 647-644. They win it by 57, 646 to 589. They're up 60 in the match with 1 string left. The only American team left, Chris Merrill, has a 129 and a 160. His first 2.
Whoa.
Abel Construction, Billy Gillis had a 132 last string to lead his team. After 2 strings, Fenway Academy up by 60 on Abel Construction. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much. Travis Wallace just went head pin perfect. 10 for 10 in this string.
Also, thank you for the update we received from one of the live chat folks who gave us the same information.
60 pins for Fenway. All right, that's not over yet there.
We may very well see an American versus Canadian final here.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Spare.
Canadians have been well represented. I'll get to that in a second.
They've been amazing. I'm glad to see some of these guys that I have not seen before.
I mean, there's multiple fronts. I mean, well, actually, I should talk about it now because that's
matching spares.
Because that's Blake Ducet on a spare, our singles champion. Remember, those were 2 Canadian finalists, he and Calvin Locke. And then consider that 9 of the 24 teams were Canadian, yet 3 of the Canadian teams have survived. Much better ratio, 20% of them. Or, hang on, how do fractions work? 1 in 3. Spares for each. That fill seems to be 7. That's also a head pin, so technically 11 head pins to string. For Travis Wallace, 145. Blake Ducet smacks in as well. That's 7 on his. No, not to shoot at that castle, 124. High fives for both bowlers after that.
All right, just reading some comments here. Thanks, Rich Clark and Rich Kochi. Good to hear from you. Casey, I see another nice comment. And Casey McCool wishes Rich Kochi a happy birthday. Casey, I hope you're doing well. That was 7 on the first ball for Duthright, and we're on a fill for McPhee, and that's a big fill. That's a 9.
That's one of the reasons why this A-plus accounting lead seems so stubborn. Great shooting. Closest to a 400 is lopsidedly Blake Ducet, who could pin out 392 now with a full string to go.
Duthright trying to spare the 4-7-10, taking his time to think about that for a second. Here he goes. He went to the 10. I don't know if that was on purpose, but that's all he took.
Front wood was horizontal as well. Tough to say.
McPhee with a spare.
Tack on another.
And a 10 box for Duthright. All right, coming into box 10, McPhee on your left is on a fill with 100 plus this ball. But first, Duthright throws, and he drops 8.
Hey, if you like this match, please hit the like button on whatever platform you may be watching. The thumbs up button helps us out and helps boost us in the algorithm so that more people can discover candlepin bowling. Either we and the bowlers appreciate it. Either way, we greatly appreciate your support just by watching. Thank you.
6 in the fill for McPhee. And just to the side of that 2-pin together leaf for Duthright. McPhee misses a head pin. He was shooting a 4-pin split. And now Duthright has a 10. And a 9 box for McPhee. So 102 for Duthright in this string. So far. Another box to go.
So what have we here? I'm going to check in. We have substitution. So A+ isn't going to change a thing. Why would they? Kingswood will check in with them as soon as Paul or you gets a chance.
All right, 7 in the first ball for Jones. Yep, said that already. And 2 in the fill for Dunn. Just a punch out.
One fill fizzles, but Kingswood needs a lot more help.
at the 3-pin split, and Jones, beautiful.
JJ doing work. Had a relatively quiet one, but averaging about 115 or so, but this could go up.
No spare for Jerry Dunn.
Good count in another, and he could go into the 120s.
8 box for Jerry Dunn of A+ Accounting. And that was their 9th box. Jones is at 88 plus a fill on your right for Kingswood. And Dunn at 94. No fill to go here. So this is a fill for Justin Jones. And a false start on that one. No penalty for that. All right. Here he goes. And the pitch. On the head pin, 7 in the fill. Remainder is the 3-6-7. Nice ball from Dunn, Jerry Dunn. And however, he's off the head pin and he leaves a 4 horsemen left. All right, Justin Jones.
I'm not familiar if there's any baseball teams in the area. Of course, they have the Moncton Wildcats Hockey Club.
Not up here, but there's a big one in Toronto.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Moncton Wildcats actually advertised on Lane 14's pin sweep.
One of my
here at Fairlanes.
Teammates on 2 teams used to be a pitcher for Toronto.
Which for the millionth time
reminds you of
the name?
Michael Smith.
Of course. Oh yeah, for the ACST. Duh.
Yep, he's been bowling. He started bowling in competition some last year in a Monday Night Men's League. That's a 10 box for Jones.
That's referencing the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour, a New England-based traveling singles league.
So a number of the Americans are in. I'm in as well, and we're waiting for Wood to clear. But Mike came in as a replacement in the ACST last year, and now he's
all right. So
a 10 box for Dunn.
That's a 10 box for Jerry Dunn. Over to me now, if I may, please, because we have a substitution announcement.
Yep.
Jamie Boyle will go in 3rd for Sean Duthright, and that is it, as I understand.
And that will be for Game 3. Okay, we're coming into the final 2. Now, on your right is Corey Smith. Corey Smith is on a strike, and Matt Harnett on your left is on a spare.
Kingswood clawing the advantage back in the string to reduce the lead.
Ooh. And there's a double.
Ooh.
That helps.
Uh-huh.
So that puts a strike in the 10th automatically. Matt Harnett's on the head pin, and he puts 6 on his spare. And the 2, 4, 7, and 8 stay up for the spare shot.
Lambda leave.
Lambda, yep. There's a movie that has a fraternity called Lambda Chi Alpha. Anybody that knows it, let me know.
I thought you would, Dan.
I do know it.
Wrong pin.
Okay, so Arnett will not have a spare in the 9th. And he has a 9 box.
Pinning is tilted 8 in favor of Kingswood Bulletproof in this match.
So Corey Smith on your right going in the 10th box. He's on a double strike after 9.
Yeah, this lead could be half of what it was. This next ball is so critical.
If he can put up another one.
Oh, boy.
Leaves him an opportunity to put up 2 more.
I think the roof goes off the place, and that's saying something.
All right, he's looking at this carefully. In there.
Come on.
Oh, just 8.
That's job done, I would say, for now.
I agree with you. 18 in the first strike, 8 so far in the second. And a spare opportunity here in the 10th.
Remember Blake Ducet had a triple earlier.
Seen a couple of triples here. Dan Esdale had one.
You just can't count on strikes. It's just not the way it is.
Sean Baker had one for the Maria's team. There's a spare on strike, so the 9th box is a 20 box.
So good, Corey Smith.
So a 28 box in the 8th, a 20 box in the 9th, and 10 plus something in the 10th. That's clutch.
Arnett again spilling sticks in the back. Yeah, this lead has shrunk.
And Harnett makes a 10 box out of that, and now...
Yeah, make extra sure of that pin. That might matter.
Corey Smith He's at 154 plus this fill.
The margin was 101 going into this string.
It picked up
If the fill is 10, we're
46.
less than half of that.
46 plus whatever, minus whatever this is.
It's 55 minus.
Yeah, well, it's 46 right now. Minus.
Yep.
All right, why not fall forward? Nope, you're not going to fall forward. So 7 into fill. That's a 161 game for Corey Smith.
53 pin advantage. I'll take your levels down, Dan. Take a look at this. Scoreboard on your screen, all the big strings, and Kingswood starting to get the engines firing. What a time for that. If they do the same thing again, they turn the match around. Third string of 3 as Paul Grand will step into the booth at his earliest convenience, and we'll get the strings set up for you. Take a look at the total as well, by the way. Blake Ducet, 292. And Corey Smith now all vaulting up to 276. Third string is underway right now. No strikes. .48 the margin. Third balls apiece. Paul raising your levels. Raising my level back after clearing the frog in my throat. And a 7 box for Kingswood. Let's get that back up there.
So it was 101 after 1, wasn't it? Now 48 after 2. Is that what it was, Greg?
That's right.
So Kingswood making a run. It was back and forth. They cut it down for a while, and A-plus got it back up to triple digits and back down to 48. A strong finish for Kingswood, and that was more like them during the tournament all week long. Right now it's 50 in the match. Paul Grant, Greg Gouillart, Dan Castle on Candlepin Bowling Network, the world's ICC Men's Championship Team Competition Semifinals. There is a strike
Oh, baby.
for Devin Brooks, 17 plus 2. Here comes Kingswood. Can cut it into the 30s potentially.
That's gone for LeBlanc.
19 the ball, so in the 40s maybe. What a comeback by Kingswood. Furious rally late in the second. Our final string of the match. If we have a tie, we'll do a one-string roll-off, and the winner goes to the finals against Fenway Academy or Able Construction. Fenway up 60 after 2 completed strings. And Chris Merrill, a 129 and a 160 for Maine. One of the top bowlers in Maine, a great bowler, 2-time Easter Classic. Until Tim Douglas, the Tornado, won it this year at Lead Lanes, National New Hampshire. They had 93 bowlers, a record. Try to get 100 next year, Easter Sunday. Back to live action, 7, 6, 9, 10 triangle.
Ryan
Travis
Hogan's
Wallace.
shared a piece of trivia with me. I'll share it in just a moment. First this. We'll watch Blake Ducet against whatever the heck that leave is.
Blake Ducet, a strong first string. What do you have, a 1? What was that first string he had again?
He started with a 168
Crazy.
and then a 124. So no spares either side, too bad.
And what did Corey get in the last
yeah.
string, Corey?
I'm going to share this fact first of all. Ryan shares with me, 2019 final was also Kingswood versus Fenway Academy. Right now, A-plus accounting the favorite, but a possibility of that repeat matchup if Kingswood keeps this momentum going and Fenway holds their at present 60-pin advantage. Thank you, Ryan. 9 box and 10. Ducet gets 9 and Travis Wallace 10. Wallace hit every single head pin in the last string.
That trips down to 49, 1 hit apiece for each of the leadoff bowlers.
Yeah, Kingswood Mooseheads was the name of the team in that 2019 final.
Thanks, Ryan. Very good bowler, good young bowler on the rise. Live from Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada at Fairlanes. 3-1 split. Blake Ducet, tough leave here on lane 18. Nice shot, almost.
Trying to see if Travis Wallace hit the head pin in the first box. If so, he's keeping a head pin string going.
Going to the 10, nudges it, not enough steam on it. Sorry, Greg.
Nothing more to say. This would be something. Whoa! Just behind. The box is 10 for Ducet.
This is a 1-3 matchup. Number 3 Kingswood, number 1 A+ Accounting had a 2-round bye. A 10 again for Travis, 20-2 here in the third and final string of the match.
We'll turn the gain up. Hopefully that helps.
49-pin lead for A+ Accounting. And like Ryan Hogan and Greg Gouillart just said, it could be a rematch of the 2019 finals. (2015, 2017, 2019 winners at home for Kingswood. Now, Ducet is out of the lineup right now, Greg. So it's going
That's
to be
right,
Jamie
Boyle.
Boyle in relief.
I had that written down, but then forgot to update the score sheet. Thank you.
And Ducet, not as sharp as he was this time around.
I'm surprised to be sure. We've got him. We've seen how he really exploded earlier. That's just the way of the game sometimes. Sometimes it's just not all there.
And don't be surprised they plug him in here.
Yeah. Besides, also, it's not like Ducet's headpin accuracy was poor or anything. A lot of splits as well. So sometimes when a bowler is just throwing 3 balls at a time and is just getting increasingly frustrated, it's not an insult to be substituted out. Sometimes it's just a question of, sometimes you're just facing too much bad pin luck and you just need to take a rest for a bit.
Each bowler with 9. 49-pin lead in the match for A+ Accounting, 1 spare each. Matt McPhee on the right, Jamie Boyle on the left. McPhee, 3-6-10, spare chance, missed to the right. He's up 3, the 3. Boyle, 4 husband plus the 9, just missed inside, has the 1 and 7. Jamie Boyle has a 126.9 average, his highest season ever. 212 high single, high triple, 482. McPhee, a 10, 19-2, and a 9 for Jamie Boyle, a pair of 9s, 18-2. And that puts lead back up to 50 for A+ Accounting.
There we go. Yeah, I confirm Travis Wallace is still hitting the headpin. He missed his last one, so it's a dozen boxes. He missed the last one at the first string, so Travis Wallace in the 2 position is on a dozen straight headpin hits. Actually, 13 straight if you count his bonus ball in the 10th.
Jerry Dunn starting his 3rd string with an 8 drop, 3, and a wobbling 10.
Dunn's been facing a number of splits throughout, much like Sean Duthright.
4 husband left, the 1-2-4-7 for Justin Jones. Double J.
JJ. Now it's up there on the overhead projector here at Fairlanes.
Dunn for a spare, missed left.
Just left.
Justin Jones, 3-time world championship winner, 8-time provincial champion. Missed right that time.
Oof.
Using orange 2.6 bowling balls, bowling since 1988. Down a 9, and the 48-year-old Justin Jones gets a 7 to start their final string of the match.
I'm a fan of the gobstopper aesthetic. Fantastic.
Please invite your friends out to Candlepin Bowl. Nothing like it. What great way to do it is Candlepin gift cards this holiday season, all season long. A great stocking stuffer. Any occasion, all year round. The gift that keeps on giving. Candlepin gift cards. Support your local bowling centers and invest in Candlepin Bowling. Nothing like it. Thin hits for each bowler here. Second box, 3rd string from Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada at Fairlanes. Beautiful 24-lane facility plus 12 global lanes.
Oh, they all glow. They all glow.
Good bid there. Has the 4 left, 10 right.
I know. I was searching for equipment at the in the twilight of the laser lights they've got and everything. It's fantastic.
Just missed the head pin.
And it's happening tonight if anyone happens to be listening in the Moncton area.
You could book your corporate get-togethers, your birthday parties, or any occasion here at Moncton or your local bowling center.
Yeah, if we can book this, you can book anything. 9 box and 10, Kingswood picks a pin. And here's Dan Castle with the latest.
Thank you, Greg. I've been watching the Fenway Academy versus Able Construction match, and currently after 4 boxes, Fenway Academy is up 16 pins after winning the first 2, being ahead after the second, and they have 1 fill, no fills left for the other team. We had matching double strikes in with the 5th bowlers in that first 3 boxes.
Ooh. So it's 76 right now overall.
That's correct.
For Fenway Academy over Able Construction. Number 1 seed trying to hold serve. And a potential rematch with number 1 seed, A-plus accounting. But Kingswood, bulletproof. They're a tough out. Don't count them out. They're in the running still. Down 51 right now. Nice shot. He got it. Man, Harnett all fired up on that one. Spare.
He's
Just
had a
not
few
the third.
dandies.
The emotional leader of his team with the bunt. Corey Smith after a 161 last string, was it?
Did you say bun or?
Bun, yeah, bun. I say bunt sometime, bun. I told him if
he's throwing line drives out there. Don't worry. Just like everyone.
and Smith gets a tie. I told him if he wins it all, we're doing the interview. You're going to put your hair down.
Yeah.
And he's agreed.
On the off chance anyone's watching Candlepin for relatively the first time or something like that, why don't they curve the ball? Well, there's no oil on the lanes, maybe a thin layer at most, so there's no oil pattern to take advantage of. It just produces more unreliable. A straight ball, maybe with a slight hook, is your best approach.
On the spare, 9.
And that slight break does make a difference. Look how those pins just clatter for Harnett and many of these other bowlers you see.
19 through 1 leads up to 60. Corey Smith goes right. 1, 2, 4, 7. 4 horsemen left. Not an easy shot. It's about a 36% or so, give or take. Average pro shot without wood for Class A bowlers. The average, staffed by Candlepin Bowling Network. Another spare for Harnett.
Spare and another, beautiful.
Bun and all, 29 of the ball through 3.
9 and another.
Through 2, rather. Going to his 3rd box next, 29 of the ball through 2. Smith, good bid. 1 of the 7. So Matt was struggling. His team was struggling on Thursday. So you got to buy some WOW shirts. You do better. You bought a WOW shirt, and instead of winning, I said, "See, there's power in the WOW." Get your WOW shirts for Vice Stream to help support Candlepins for Cancer. Bowlers 501c3 charity. Candlepin Bowlers helping Candlepin Bowlers going through cancer treatments. Get them wherever I stream live. You can also ship anywhere in the U.S. and Canada for a shipping charge. The WOW shirts to help support Candlepins for Cancer. A 9 box, 18 through 2 for Corey. Back to the top of the order, the update from Mr. Greg Gouillart.
He's Paul Grant, that's Dan Castle, and here are the score updates. 2 marks to 1 for A-plus accounting. Marks overall in the match are 47 to 37 in favor of A-plus accounting. Pinning is just 3 in favor of Kingswood Bulletproof. It's really just the spares. The pinning, just not a lot of drama in that one, but if it gets closer, we'll see.
That's about 6.5 or so, the average spare shot. Stats by Candlepin Bowling Network. That is the difference, like Greg said in the match. Both on marks. Nate LeBlanc, 8. 20, make it 7 rather, 26 through 2 as the 1, 2, 7.
Votre accent est mauvais.
Devin Brooks on a strike for Kingswood.
Mauvais, désolé.
Correction, LeBlanc at 6. And there's a spare. On strike for Brooks, 27 through 2, 37 of the ball through 3. LeBlanc's fill is 6, 25 through 2. Leads up to 9, 10.
Deadwood. Once the wood shoots more than a couple feet in front of the pin deck, has to be removed.
Sounds like a next Netflix series.
You said it, Tyler. Matty Ice. Arnett. Currently could pin out 367, and he's got a bonus ball. Blake Ducet is able to pin out 391 at the moment. He's closest to 400.
That's a 9 for Nate, 34 through 3 in the 3rd and final string of the match. The winner goes to the finals next on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube and Facebook. Make sure you subscribe, like, and follow us. Never a charge, always free. Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Get your friends and family to do so also for great semi-pro and pro action. Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. On the head pin, 8. 7-10 goalpost. Wood rolling around. Brooks' player is 8-45 through 3. Cuts lead down to 49 for A+. A+ has 1 mark to none in their favor.
Brooks has been solid. He could pin out 359.
The wood, no, collision.
It's still spinning. It's going to go all the way around it. Rough.
Everything but the kitchen sink. The 7 stands up.
Spin the wood.
Oh, he got it. What a shot for a spare for Nate LeBlanc.
Strategic play of the wood.
44 on the ball through 4. Nice.
Tactical. You know what I mean. Beautiful.
10 for Brooks.
Way to sit on another mark.
Devin, 55 through 4. Back to Greg.
That's all I have to say. Fantastic work. A+. 49 and 2 balls. They came into string 2 with a 101 lead. It got cut into. Now they're holding this string to start out. We saw how quickly that evaporated. We thought for a moment they would be like 90, 90, 90, and then suddenly the lead's 48. The bottom fell out as soon as Corey doubled and tacked another on. Corey Smith. Here's the man, Blake Ducet. Oh no, Travis Wallace missed a headpin. That's the first time he's done that in 13 boxes.
Pretty good.
Ducet splits.
1-2-4, spare chance for Travis Wallace. Kingswood could use some marks. Down 49 right now. 2 marks to none against him also. Got it!
Wasn't far off it.
30 to ball through 3, still perfect. And Candlepin, 10 spares and strikes, a perfect string. 2-1 splits, the violent bow right across the lane.
No love for getting the headpin in the first place.
Stops in front of the 6, angled.
Ain't that the way?
Nine, 28 through 3 for Blake.
Didn't seem like a bad crack at that third ball. Too bad.
So 168 last string it was?
For who, sorry?
Blake?
Blake just had a last string of 124 and a first string of 168.
Not too shabby. 292. 146 average. Travis on the spare. Half Worcester. Just crushes a spirit. Many of those in my career. Bowling once a week as a regular league bowler for years and years till I got injured. 32 through 3. Head pin it and a check mark plus the 4-7 for Ducet. We've seen this a few times this week.
Ducet suddenly can't get the time of day from the pins. That's 3 splits and 4. He missed the head pin on the other.
Tough leave. 7, 5, 6, 10 left to right.
Gee whiz, pin action seemed good. Third ball's coming up for each.
It's $10,000 we're told for the winner. I believe $5,000 the runner-up.
That's right.
That's
That's
what we're
right.
told.
Yeah, $10,000 for first, and then basically half the money for each round you miss it by.
And if they get more in the raffles, sometimes they can bump it up a little bit.
Yeah, the half and half draws doing well around here, as they're called.
Tough box.
Yeah, just 7.
7 and 7. 7 up. Travis 39 through 4. Blake Ducet 35 through 4.
Yeah, that was frustrating. Next.
46 pin lead for A+ accounting. Kingswood still hanging around, but down 2 marks to none. And we go to a third set of bowlers. Jamie Boyle off the bench here in the third. 18 through 2. Matt McPhee 19 through 2.
As we both have said many times, the yellow indicators on your screen indicate marks open. Moving my levels up just a bit. So A+ accounting is 2 extra marks. The yellow marks can be found between the total and game headers.
Four horsemen plus the 8. And I believe the 9 also. Six standing. Now here is the bucket, we're told, to call this. In Canada, some call it the hay bale. It's a diamond plus the 7. It could be a diamond and the 10. It's about a 30, just over 30% clip.
Ooh,
and there's
see
a
ya.
spare. Nice shot.
Off the bench, on the board.
And he gets a spare also. Off the bucket list. 29 in the ball through 3. Boyle 28 in the ball through 3. A good one here in Moncton at the World Tournament, ICC Men's Championship Semifinals on Candlepin Bowling Network.
Fantastic crowd. It's getting bigger and bigger out there. I tell you what, you wouldn't all fit here, and Fairlanes is huge.
Wait till the finals.
They have to bulldoze half the building, and who wants to do that?
Jeff Walsh might. Jeff Walsh is the bulldozer.
Aha!
Strike bid right around the 5. Trying to push it back. 2 more going at it. It goes! Delay a game strike. Throw the flag. Strike on spare. 39 through 3. 49 plus 2 through 4.
Big time.
Good try for the 5.
See
The
ya.
other one got in the way. That would have gone.
Oh, man. Exactly it.
It's like 2 players in the NBA going for an offensive rebound. They got it out of bounds.
Negation station.
10.
So 9 is the fill, 10 is the box, and the half is 68, I believe, if I'm not bad at math. Or, no, that's not right at all. Nope, 10 is the box. That's how that goes, sorry. And the spare comes off the board. This is now correct, excuse me.
So 42 through 4 for Jamie Boyle. McPhee, 49 plus 2 through 4.
Wanted that double dagger, LeBlanc did. McPhee, excuse me. Someone was complimenting the wood shot LeBlanc made earlier. Great to hear you all in chat.
Justin Jones, he got it! The 4-7-10 with the wood. Nice shot, spare. Five-two split on the object. Got the 5, not the 2. The 6-10.
27 and a ball through 3.
3 hits to 1 for A+.
Box is 9.
27 through 3 on Candlepin Bowling Network on a 3rd and final string of the match. Fenway Academy in the lead over Able Construction, the other semifinal match. The winner of that plays the winner of this match for $10,000 for the team to split. False start on the offense, 5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
Wait, Dan told me there wasn't a penalty. No fair. No fair, no fair, no fair.
4th box, 3rd string for Moncton at Fairlanes. On the head pin, slides between the 3 and 6, the wood, 7 left. 7 is the fill, 34 through 3, cuts it back to 44. Jerry Dunn.
Another wood puzzle for JJ to solve.
Had a 2-14 earlier, just a few weeks ago.
Why are
Four
your
pin for a
levels
spare.
quiet suddenly? Talk again.
Try to kick it, he does! Nice shot again, spare.
Oh, there we go.
44 and a ball through 4. 4's a while for Double J. Justin Jones, a spare to match for Jerry Dunn. Every time Kingswood makes a run, A+ has an answer. 44-pin lead for A+.
Took them a while. It did take towards the latter part of the 2nd string to make the run, but they did. This isn't over yet. But A+ accounting starting to regrow the lead as it stands.
The hits keep coming, 4-1. $7-10 split, tough piece of wood for Corey Smith trying to get his first mark, 18 through 2. Matt Harnett on the bonus, takes down 7, 1-2-7, wood to help. 36 through 2 after a spare 9, spare 7. The other match is about halfway through the final string. Fenway Academy in the lead. We'll get an update as soon as we can. But the wood, no.
Oof.
Somehow the wood in the left goes to the right 10 pin, but not the 7.
Those unreliable end caps.
Harnett, another spare bid. He got it on the rebound. Shows no emotion, does he, Greg? 46 in the ball for 3 in a row to start the third.
Nine box. I'll check scores after this.
27-3 for Corey Smith. Trying to get something going. The lead's back up to 52 for A+. On the move again. 4 marks to 1 in their favor. Kingswood had a bunch of double strikes, 4 double strikes in that last match against Outlaw Rides. They could use a couple here to help out. Big time bowler, Corey Smith. Off to the left, 1-3-7. Wood rolling around. Harnett hooks left, steals 8. 1 in the 7. That's on a spare. 54 through 3. It's a 180 clip if he can maintain it.
3 straight marks.
Wood coming out of play on lane number 17. Our finals will be right in front of us for a change. 13 and 14. We cover you from all angles, literally. With mixed results sometimes. Live streaming on the go on Candlepin Bowling Network.
No, you guys are awesome. This crowd isn't suffering one. The crowd numbers aren't suffering one bit. We're sorry you have to suffer a little bit.
Our Canadian friends have treated us really nice up here. Really great job. Yeah. The owners of the people running the Fairlanes have been over the top nice to us, going out of their way to help us out with stats and whatever we need. Well, thank you to the staff here. Great place to bowl. Back to live action. Missed inside. Harnett for 4 in a row. Missed right. And got the 7. He comes back for the 1. Here comes the ball. Will that go? It touches it. It is still there. And it rock and rolls. But it won't go. We've seen 2 of those go last match for Kingswood. 9 for Smith, just 36 through 4. Harnett, 9, 63 through 4. We'll see if there's any lineup changes. Back to the top of the order. Nine drop, 2 pin left up for a spare. Matt LeBlanc, 53 through 4. Devin Brooks takes down 7. 3-6-10, spare opportunity. Spare. Back to back. 53 through 4. 63 halfway through the third and final string of the match for Nate LeBlanc or LeBlanc.
Score correct on that, at least, pending the official confirmation.
And a spare to match for Devin Brooks. Having a fine tournament. He's at 65 through 5 here in the third. He's been big in the past. Again, he had a strike in the last box to win a AYB, a youth national against a rival from Moncton here, back in his youth.
Is that right side out for LeBlanc?
3 in that, Phil. 66 half.
I show 4 out. But
okay, I can't see from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4. You're right, 4. We're angled here far left.
That's
Brooks gets 7 on his. 72 half.
Yep, gotcha.
Half Worcester plus the 7, now the 5, leaving up the 1 and the 4.
So
67 for LeBlanc it should be, I believe.
No, he was on a strike, Phil, and I missed the smudge.
Okay. So now it's
8.
8 in the strike, I believe.
That should be correct. I will confirm.
Missed left for an 8.
There we go, 79.
79 through 6. Ball does not return for the head pin for a 10. He gets a 9. So Devin Brooks at 81 through 6. Nice string for him. A+ accounting has control right now. Not safe, but in control. 69 pin lead unofficially. And they have 2 marks to 1 in their favor as well. For the third and fourth bowlers, and the fourth bowler for Kingswood has a mark also. Blake Ducet, parallel pin, strike, will it go? The head pin wobbles. Steve Wood around it.
Yeah, it was Travis Wallace now getting everything except the head pin.
Good bid, turns around, won't carry. Kingswood needs some marks. .121 league bowler Travis Wallace, spare. 49.5 plus 1 here in the third and final string of the match in the semifinals. The finals next live on Canopin Bowling Network. 10 box on the rebound. What a funny game. 45 through 5. You had a 168, then a 124, now 45.5 without a mark for Blake Ducet. 202 high single, 118 league bowler, 124 his best year. 462 high triple, high 5704 out of Avon Valley Lanes in Windsor, Nova Scotia. Forrest right, the 13610. Travis on the extra ball for a strike. Turns around, missed the 5. Big 9, 58.5. Trims to 60. Home lanes, Kingswood,
Yep.
16 years of bowling. His mother was a bowler also. 2022 Alpine Championship winner. As Ducet, 6 boxes without a mark, leads up to 610. Wallace for a spare, he's got it. 68 to ball through 6. He's all fired up. Good Pat Benatar song, all fired up. I don't know if that was that the channel? I couldn't see it from here, the angle.
I'm going to confirm the scores again in any event. I showed 9 on the board, so that's 54 through 6.
54 through 6. Good pitting, but no marks. Jamie Boyle for Kingswood. Matt McPhee for A+ accounting. 8-4-7 spare chance. Crossing over, he gets 8. He's got the opposite side, the 6-10. McPhee's on a strike on lane 18 here at Fairlanes in Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada. Great place to bowl. For a spare, missed it left. 9 in the strike though, 58 through 4.
I did indeed have the wrong smudge up for LeBlanc's 4 lower, 75 through 6.
And a spare for Boyle. Second mark of the third, 52.5 plus 1. They got 3 marks to 2 in their favor. Trying to make a charge to the finals, uphill battle. .64 pin lead for A+. They've led it pretty much all the way. A lot of swings from 101 or so down to the 40s at one point, 50s. Now it's back up to 64. Off to the right, 6. The Forestman left, the 1-2-4-7. Matt, 30 years bowling, 4-time world champion, and a singles championship winner in 2010 at the World Singles Knockout. Boyle backdoor, wiggling and wobbling. The 1 trying to go to the 2. Here comes the wood. Blocked up with the other piece. 8 in the fill, 60 half. It's down to 56. And the mark's now even, 2 apiece. Spare, but he got it. Spare and strike for Matt McPhee.
Oh, sorry, I didn't take a spare smudge away. Sorry, this is now correct. 78 in the ball through 6.
And Boyle gets the spare. Another one. 62 in the ball through 6 in the third and final string. Can Kingswood come all the way back down from triple digits? Still have some work to do down 56. 3 marks to 2.
Sorry, folks, got squirrely. That should be correct now. 3 and 4 have marks. 2, 3, and 4 have marks. That's good.
56 is the lead for A-plus accounting.
Yeah.
3 hits to 2 for Kingswood. Jerry Dunn on a spare. Justin Jones on a spare. Jerry, 7. 44 through 4.
Okay. Looks like some lineup
Justin
changes
Jones
have come in. I'm going to have to be quick because we may have had some changes occur.
8, 52 through 4.
8 is 52 through 4, yep.
Spare! Jerry has done it again. 54 in the ball through 5. Jones, spare the match. 62 A plus 1. What a battle. Can Kingswood come back? A-plus holding firm. It's a 55-pin lead. Halfway point of the third and final string. Overtime if we tie. 1 full string. Checking some lineup changes here. Done. Head pin hit, 6. Check mark. 60 half. JJ Justin Jones in the bonus on lane 17 here at Fairlanes. Just missed the pocket right. 4 spin left, the 1, 2, 4, 7. 68 half. High 5 of 739, high triple 477, high single 203 for the 119 league bowler. Justin Jones, 128 career high for a season from Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada. Done for another one, he's got it! He's on fire, 70 the ball through 6. 3 in a row. Head pin hit, grazed it barely, 247 for JJ.
There's the 10 box. JJ's got 10.
68 through 6, is it? 78 through 6. Any updates, Greg, on the lineup?
3 spares. We're going to go over it. Nate LeBlanc, Blake Ducet, Matt McPhee, Jerry Dunn, Matt Harnett. No, that looks all same. And, yeah, showing out for Jamie Boyle. That happened already. We have that, so we are up to date. Or so help us. Matt Harnett and Corey Smith.
Matt Hart, spread eagle. 63 through 4 coming in. Corey Smith looking for his first mark. 36 through 4. Nothing like the great game of Canopin Bowling. Get the word out. Get your friends to bowl. Canopin Bowling. Leagues are still available to bowl in. A-pin drops, 610. Wood to help for Corey Smith. Hit some monster strings this week himself, including today. Arnett grabs the 3 in the right. 247 left.
Raise your microphone, please.
Spare. On the board, 46 half plus 1. Can that get him going?
Mm-hmm. Well, sorry for the squirreliness there. The box is 9, I believe. 10, excuse me.
It's a 10.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to see that 7-pin from our angle, way off to the left and way in back as well.
In fairness, we haven't complained about that in a while.
No, I got my seat, my step stool now. I can see a little better now.
55 minus a extra mark for Kingswood.
As Johnny Most would say for the Boston Celtics radio announcer for years, decades, high above courtside. He's in the first balcony. There's Johnny Most, high above courtside from the Boston Garden.
I thought we were trying to save her voice.
He was a character. Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. $100 bet still on Bob Lee. Haven't lost my voice yet.
Actually? Did he actually bet against you, or are you just saying that?
No, it's a bet.
Oh.
Well, I don't have to pay him. I just don't get the money if I don't lose my voice.
Yeah, you have some of that
Still in the running, Bob Lee.
You have some of that.
Spare on the 7-10 split. 83 in the ball through 6.
He just keeps making splits. Matt Harnett.
Corey in the 5, Phil, 51 half.
And that was off the end cap. That's no slouch of a shot.
Wow, look at that object hit. Look at that brutal parallel pins.
Off the hay bale or a Canadian bucket. I mean,
I call it the dark shadow shot, parallel time.
I guess the 6 pin is slightly off spot. It's easier to see from this angle, but mercy.
He'll take an 8:59 through 6.
Yeah, that's fine.
A+ accounting, trying to get to the finals at home for the second time in a row. Last time was 2019 when they hosted it. And in 2023 here in the semifinals, they're looking good right now. They're up 52, but it's not safe.
Well, yeah.
They're up 3 marks to 2.
Accounting. Fredericton boys are looking to change that. They came back strong late in the string, but so right now status quo is holding. We'll see.
Paul Grant, Dan Castle, Greg Gouillart on Candlepin Bowling Network. The semifinals, the Men's Worlds ICC Men's Team Championships on Candlepin Bowling Network. From Fairlanes in Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada. Devin Brooks on a fine string. Will go on the 7 for a strike. Won't go. 81 through 6. Matt LeBlanc. 7, 9, 10. Wood to possibly help. He's got 4 on the deck, it looks like, from our view.
LeBlanc has been largely head pin accurate. It got a few splits, at least 3 by my count.
Spare. The Wood carried it. 91 of the ball through 7 for Brooks.
Steady stalwart, Devin Brooks.
What a try. The 7. Oh, just missed the Wood on the 7 by a smidge.
Brooks is now probable to average 120 in this.
Gets the 10. 85 through 7. Nathan LeBlanc looking to go into his 5th championship. He's won 4 already. He's won a world singles and a mixed world title as well. Winning his first worlds back in 2006 plus 2009, 12 and 14. A+ accounting, 4-time champions. Kingswood, 3-time world champions. Brooks on the spare, 6, a wobbling 4-horseman right, the 10 wiggling around, right corner. 1, 3, 6, 10, 97 through 7. Down to 46 now. Here's Kingswood. Wood coming out of play, same thing, 4-horseman right. 1, 3, 6, 10 for LeBlanc.
LeBlanc likewise could pin out 362. Run it. 10 pin won't go.
10 pin still wiggling around. Being stubborn. Head pin hit there on the horses. Looks so easy, doesn't it? Just over a third of the time it goes. 10 box for Brooks. Devin at 107 through 8.
And 9 for LeBlanc.
That puts him at 94 through 8. The winner plays the winner of Fenway Academy and Able Construction. Fenway Academy has the lead, last report. They're up by 60 or 76 last time we heard. And that one's just about over. It's over now.
It has ended.
Fenway Academy is on to the finals, I believe. We'll check the official score from Dan Castle in a moment.
We'll know one of the teams in just a moment.
So we could have 2 number 1s holding serve. A 2-round bye into the semifinals.
Travis Wallace and Blake Ducet.
I'm going to check that score for you real quick, Greg, if you don't mind, and you can do the call if you'd like.
May I pass on that and have you stay put?
Sure.
Thank you.
We'll see if we get the update from Dan if we can find him.
He's right there. I see him. It's so tantalizing.
Okay, a post.
Dan!
Triangle lead with Wood in between. Here comes Dan with the update in a minute after this box. What a shot. Won't go to the 4-7. Good try. Travis Wallace thought he had it. Wallace denied. The spare. Blake Ducet. Triangle goes away. Spare.
On the board.
64 on the ball through 7. A+. 4 marks to 1.
Now Blake Ducet needs 2 marks to get to 400. Third ball coming up for Travis. And then, Dan, we are dying to know the outcome of that match.
All right.
Please be careful with this cable. I'm so sorry. That's a very fragile cable.
He gets the 10, 83 through 7. Update from Dan Castle.
All right, the Fenway Academy versus Able Construction match is over and done, and Fenway has won 1882 to 1754, so
Whoa.
they'll move on to the finals. So it will be a U.S. versus Canada match for the finals.
It was close going into that second string. What a rout in the end.
And if A+ Accounting holds serve here, up 40 right now with a bunch of marks advantage, 3-mark advantage, it'll be a rematch of the 2019 finals here in Canada.
Oh, the Kingswood Mooseheads were A+
A+.
accounts?
I believe it was A+. Oh, it was Kingswood, actually. I'm sorry.
It was Kingswood
It was
Mooseheads.
Kingswood.
Yep.
So Kingswood could be a rematch if they get in, but it'll be a Canadian final for this side anyway.
Ducet 6 on the fill on that split.
I've got 5, 4, 7 left, 3, 6, 10 right. I have 5.
Thank you. Yes, that's absolutely right.
I got the better angle here on the right side of the booth.
69 through 7. Goodness.
Either way, it's a U.S.-Canadian final, one way or the other.
Ducet having to work hard for that 400. He's not there yet.
It's 3 marks to 1 for A+.
391 is the pin-out rate at this point if he got 10s the rest of the way.
Nine.
92 through 8.
You set 9, 78 to 8. He did his job in the first string, giving him 168 to give him this big lead. Right now it's 45. They got 3 marks to 1. Can they hang on and get to the finals again?
Currently with a string advantage. So far, so good.
A+ going for their 5th championship in the Worlds. Kingswood still trying to get to their 4th championship win.
Matt McPhee had a 20 box earlier.
Jamie Boyle for Kingswood. 212 high single, high triple, 482. Thin hit, just 2. And that's on a spare. That hurts. 72 through 6. And McPhee gained 7 on his spare with a 9.
That sounded like a lot of damage.
87 through 6. Chance for another one. That puts lead up to 52. 5-1 split with the ball to go for Boyle. That one's missed left. Doesn't miss too many of those.
Interesting. Unlikely to matter, but do you want to take that chance?
Oh, pretty 10 on the 5-1 split for Boyles. 82 through 7. Nice shot. Matching 10 for Matt McPhee. 97 through 7. 82 through 7 for Jamie Boyle.
That was an interesting catch-up ball from Jamie Boyle. Could look back at that moment in the match, possibly.
Matt McPhee had a 463 in the World's Finals in the past. 186 high single, high 5, 728. His father was a bowler and managed the bowling center.
.52 and 2 marks. The yellow dots indicate marks outstanding. Still to fill.
McPhee, 3-10 mini split. 3-6-10 right, 8 left for Jamie. Missed right. 3 right, 8 left and back. McPhee for a spare. No.
Sidewall, he short pinned it.
Matt enjoys golf, pool, darts, and Candlepin bowling. His 31st year of Candlepin bowling. Matt McPhee, MC capital P-H-E-E.
Oh, good, I spelled it right.
Well, usually it's capital P.
What?
8 and a 9.
9, whoops.
8 on the right, 9 on the left.
I missed the spare fill for Jerry. Or no, no. 9 on the right, 8 on the left. Okay.
Doing a great job, Greg. We're way off to the left. They're way over to the right, angled, and the scoreboard, you cannot really read that great.
That's correct. Thank you.
9 drop there for Justin Jones. They need some marks.
Take that off the boards. On to 78 through 6.
Jerry Dunn's on his 3rd spin in a row, Greg, is it? 3 in a row? 70 to ball through 6. Left-hander in the pocket. Drops down 8. 3.
Yep.
Sorry, the 7-pin wobbles.
That was 3. This could be 4.
6 in the right, so 6-7. Wood rolling around. 79. Spare for Kingswood. Justin Jones, 88 in the ball through 7. Dunn 79 through 6. Three 200s in his pluses in his career.
Stay tuned for the finals coming up after this on a separate stream, so please like on Facebook or subscribe on YouTube so that you're in the know.
Just missed that spare. Good effort. And he gets the 10. Jerry Dunn, D-U-N-N, 89 through 7 for A-plus accounting.
Surprising miss.
Lead is 62, 1 mark for each side.
A-plus accounting still doing everything they need to this point.
They cut it to 48. Kingswood did after 2 after being down 101 after 1. But it's gone back up to 62 right now.
Yeah, say what I will, the job is getting done. Jerry, sorry.
With the banana split. Now 1 goes, so no banana split for us, Greg. 4-7-10.
So the fill is 7.
Dunn in the pocket, 7, 2, 4 left. Now 4 goes, 2 left, 6 right. Wood in between.
I think the caps align perfectly. Interesting. That could be cool.
Quiet crowd all of a sudden. Got the 10, not the 4-7.
Ball and pin are both rolling. Watch out.
Goes
Watch
the 4,
out.
the ball pushes, now goes backwards.
Oh, I thought there was going to be a co-acting physics on that 7.
No, I was going to say magnetic force pulled it away, the wrong way. And Dunn gets it for a spare. Nice shot. Perfectly placed.
End to end.
99 the ball through 8, coming through big time again. Jerry Dunn. Average at least a 132 or more, all in 4 of his world titles. That's a 10 for Jones, 105 through 8. Time running out for Kingswood, down 55 and 2 marks to none against them. The finals next, live on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube and Facebook. Fenway Academy, the #1 seed, awaits the winner here. It could be a 1-1 matchup. Still time, though, for Kingswood to pull it off. In overtime, if we tie, 1 full string. 2 and the 6. 1, 2, 7.
The fill is 7 for Harnett.
90 through 6, leads 62 again.
30 over already.
They have 1 more mark on the board to none. Oh, he got it! Big spare, they needed that one. Second mark, Corey Smith, 69 the ball through 7. Harnett cannot convert to the 7. Matt, 4-time world championship winner, 2006, 9, 12, and 14. Won the world singles knockout in 2016. Highest average for a season, 132. Gets it up for a 10.
62, A-plus, status quo. Match
100 through 7.
Match marks 59 to 52 for A-plus accounting.
Now it's 1 mark apiece for each side. 62 pin lead for A-plus accounting. Well past the halfway point of the 3rd and final string. Fenway Academy on the on-deck circle. $10,000 for the team to split for the winner. $5,000 for the runner-ups. We're told. 3 right, 4 left. Wood to help. Harnett on the head pin. 2, 4, 7, and 10. Kingswood Bulletproof could use some double strikes. They had 4 in that quarterfinals against Outlaw Rides. Good bid, won't go. Harnett, electric pin, won't carry. 4, 7, 10. Crowd simmers down. Nine, 86 to 8. Harnett, object pin for the 3rd time. 8, 1, 109 through 8. Final 2 boxes. Will it be A plus, number 1, and number 1 Fenway Academy? You know Fenway Academy has punched their ticket into the finals. Does Kingswood have a miracle in them left? 54-pin lead. 1 mark to none for A plus accounting. Top of the order. Matt LeBlanc, 94 through 8. Devin Brooks, 107 through 8 for Kingswood. 6 in that first ball. For Nate. Devin, 1-3, 1-3, 7-10. Jerry Dunn is the only mark on the board for A plus accounting, the 4th bowler. Spare, nice shot. They needed that one. Devin had a fine string again. 117 of the ball in the 9th.
Now, hang on a second. That's LeBlanc, is it not?
Correction, I'm sorry, LeBlanc. I got it backwards. My mistake. It's
Happens. No problem.
trying to read the scoreboard there and the monitor here at the same time and flip-flopped it. So I take that back. Scene 1, take 2, action roll.
Yeah.
LeBlanc a spare.
They bowl under the correct colors at the end, if that helps any, if you know what I mean. No, seriously, that's a good little mnemonic I've
104
realized.
on a ball. That won't go. That's a 9. So Brooks 116. Still having a fine string.
Yeah.
Is it 116, is it? Or
116 through 9.
yeah, it's having a fine string, like I said. Wasn't a spare, though. LeBlanc got the spare.
Mm-hmm. Is my level gaining? Yeah, my light's blinking a bit. My voice may be coming through a bit too harsh. That's better.
9 drop there for LeBlanc on the spare. 113 through 9. And a tough 4-7-10 split with 2 pieces of wood for Devin Brooks. Kingswood in trouble late in the 3rd.
Not Miracle Zone yet, but they need to go off with marks.
Is that copyrighted, Greg, yet? Miracle Zone?
I think you have to say it an obnoxious number of times before it becomes copyright.
And that won't help. A spare. 123 in a ball for Nate LeBlanc. And that won't go. Good try. No fault of his own.
Oh, yeah, that was right behind the 10. Goodness, Devin nearly got that. Nate LeBlanc could go into 380 if he dumps 10 on this.
Devin Brooks, 10. Nice string, 126. 3-string total, Greg?
3-string total, which was easier to read this time around, 370.
Not too shabby.
If you can help me by reminding me to read out scores, for example.
Sure.
Nate LeBlanc is 370 and a ball. Pending my official confirmation, mind you.
Final ball for him in the match. He gets 7, 130.
Is that 8? Take a look. That's 8.
7 pin in the corner. They have the 9 pin also, so 7.
That's it. Thank you.
130. Semifinal, final string for Nate LeBlanc. 71 pin lead for A plus accounting. Looking good for the finals.
Moving down the scores, Blake Ducet, Travis Wallace.
Head pin at 9. Blake with a quiet string by his standards. His 168 first gave his team the big lead by 101.
Jerry Dunn and Matt Harnett, 1 pin too high. Their scores are now correct, and the margin is correct, 69.
Travis Wallace, 92 through 8, 4 in that first ball. Spare.
Ducet could still go 400.
88 in the ball through 9. Good bid, 5-10, the old Woolworth discount. No wood, no luck.
Barry Rudel.
Eight, 100 through 9. And the wind is out of the sails of Kingswood Bulletproof. They've been terrific all week. They're awesome in the opening round last night. The quarterfinals today, they were dominant. Triple-digit win over Outlaw Rides. And it looks like
Enter the Miracles Required stage.
Kingswood not on the highway to the finals. A plus accounting will try to defend their last home win in 2019. And well, not for them in 2019, but a Canadian team will try to win for the first time at home. Kingswood won it the last 3 times here in Canada. So A plus will try to win it for their 5th time overall.
That's when Kingswood's the part where Kingswood needs to start rooting for strikes and fast. Any double and you exit the Miracle Zone, of course.
Good bid there by Blake.
Otherwise, it is all but mathematical. That
Wallace
helps.
picks it up. Spare in the 10th, 110 in the ball. 10 bucks for Blake Ducet, finishes up with a 103, final string. That puts him at 395.
Blake Ducet, 395.
I'm good with numbers, nothing else.
That matters.
Even that's questionable sometimes.
No, very good shout. Travis Wallace, 366 plus this.
And that will be 6. He'll end up with a 116 final, third string semifinal performance. Travis Wallace, 116.
Again, remember, like the Facebook page or subscribe to the YouTube page, Candlepin Bowling Network, because the finals are coming up and you don't want to miss it. So please hit the button so that you're informed.
We'll sign up after this broadcast, and we'll get back to you in a few minutes for the finals. 3-string final. Myself, Dan Castle, Greg Gouillart in hand. We'll cover that as well. Catch all the rebroadcasts we did all week long on YouTube on Candlepin Bowling Network. 2-1 split. Jamie Boyle, 90 through 8 coming in. Matt McPhee, 106 through 8. Half Wester for him. Half Wester left, brutal. That's a Paul Grant shot. Twice. In the hole.
Just looking through. I'll get my camera over in a second.
Jamie Boyle has won 3 Worlds, 3 Provincials. Filming attendance to watch the first one. 9 and a 9, actually an 8.
8
for McPhee, 114 through 9. 9, 99. Get smart for Jamie Boyle. Jamie, a big Toronto Maple Leafs fan, loves golf and baseball. "51-year-older, not going to be in the finals this time." Three split, 4-7-8 triangle, 3-6-10 right, Greg.
I could make a very cruel Maple Leafs joke, though. I'll resist.
Be nice.
Jamie Boyle.
Shot.
Jamie Boyle got his 3 marks off the bench. He did do well.
109 in the ball in the 10th.
That's a good idea by Jamie. Just hit the other side's button to keep the pace of play moving. Other bowlers do it too, but worth mentioning. This 7 box brings his string to 106.
McPhee with the spare.
Duth right at 211 for 2 strings.
And the bonus ball is 8 and a 132 final string in the semifinals for Matt McPhee for A+ accounting.
375.
And they're on to the finals with 2 number 1s holding serve in the semis. After a 2-round bye, it'll be Fenway Academy in for the 2nd time in a row in Canada, at least since 2019. Last time they were here, they were in the finals and lost to Kingswood. But Kingswood not in the finals. It'll be A+ accounting next, live on Candlepin Bowling Network. Jerry Dunn, spare, is 6th with parallel time. 104 through 8. Kingswood bowling for pride now. Wood rolling to the 10. Justin Jones, 105 through 8 coming in.
Possible diamond? I'm not sure what that is.
And Wood coming out of play on lane 17.
Yep, Phil is 6 for Jerry Dunn, 104 through 8. Incredible throughout. Matt Harnett is running 386 and could get 400 with pin out. Corey Smith was a great anchor as well. 382 is the current pin out rate.
Nice shot again. 114 of the ball through 9. Justin Jones picks it up. He has a spare.
I'm looking through.
115 of the ball.
I think presuming Dunn counts well, I think there's really only one player slot that's not counting 120 average at least at this point. The 3 spot didn't work out for Kingswood. All these the teams are firing on all cylinders. Fantastic.
Jerry's bonus is 7, 121 through 9. Another fine performance by the veteran bowler, Jerry Dunn. Mr. 214.
Yeah, this sees off JJ as well, who
brilliant
did
as always,
fantastic.
122. He's looking for his 4th world championship. He won't get there.
I'm going to take this outro after this just so we could quickly reset for next because they're going to fly into position, I could just tell.
10.
As much as it'd be nice to do like an intro out front, I'm a little nervous about it.
All right,
We'll
132 through 9.
plus, it might not be our place to arrange it anyway. We'll see.
Thank you for watching this great game of Candlepin Bowling. Please share with your friends and family. Nothing like Candlepin Bowling. Paul Grant, Greg Gouillart, Dan Castle on Candlepin Bowling Network. We're going to sign up right after this. They're done. And then we'll get back for our finals in a few moments on Candlepin Bowling Network on Facebook and YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe as well and follow us on Facebook. Final 2 boxes.
Justin, is my mic on? There we go. Justin Jones finishes with 368 and Jerry Dunn 361.
Greg, you can finish this up here if you'd like.
Yep, can do. I'll take your mic off. Ooh, careful. There we go. 9 drop for Harnett. 7 drop for Smith. Harnett spares. Chance for 400 still on. This one trips as well. Corey Smith could also go 400. He could currently pin out 382. Matt Harnett 386. So a couple big counts could propel them over that point. Strike would be instant gratification, I think. Congratulations, A+ Accounting, one of your finalists. This is 5. And Smith will punch right through the middle, but tip a pin. Possibility of spinning the gears. Can he get it to deflect this way? And that's 6. It will not disappear, and so with that, the 400s disappear as well, but fantastic anchoring from these 2 bowlers. Fantastic bowling by these 2 teams. Remember, stay tuned. Finals coming up next on a separate stream. Harnett 10, Smith 8. I'll fling these scores up here so you can see them at home. There you see it. Justin Jones, 132. Devin Brooks, 126. Nate LeBlanc, 130. Matt McPhee, 132. Jerry Dunn, 130. Matt Harnett, 133. So that was a 38-pin differential. 86 on the match. Overall in totals, 395 for Blake Ducet as tops of anyone. Matt Harnett, 391. Corey Smith, 386, and a bunch of 370s and 360s. The position 3 didn't work out for Kingswood, but that was only for this match. They still have a lot to be proud of. For Candlepin Bowling Network, Dan Castle, Paul Grant, my name is Greg Gouillart, and our executive producer, Bob Lee. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, very, very soon, here on Candlepin Bowling Network, so long.